Hey everybody, this is a Fighter and Kid podcast, and
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. I just want to bring it down sometimes. I feel like
I want to bring it up.
Whoa, up, beat up, up.
I've been in Orange County, man.
You sure
A lot
have.
of plastic surgery. Everyone's faces was like this. Every guy had hot dog skin, TRT through the roof.
There does seem to be a lot of neck tattoos and a lot of TRT. Maybe that's Long Beach.
Not neck tattoos.
That's Long Beach.
There's no neck tattoos in
No, it's
Orange
Huntington
County.
Beach. Huntington Beach.
Well, you're thinking of like Bad Boys.
Yes.
No. Newport's full of older men with hot dog skin, tons of money.
Yeah.
Young chicks. Young chicks. Probably go there when I'm a little older. Younger chicks.
A lot of silicon. A lot of fake titties, which I'm never mad at. No.
And a lot of lips.
Where you and I are going to end up when we're older, or I am older already?
You got about a year, my man.
Got about a year?
That way.
Yeah. In Orange County, in a convertible Tesla.
Yeah, I'm not
when
mad
they come
at
out.
I was at Javier's last night. I don't know if you've ever been to Javier's.
I've not.
I was Pacific. You've never been there? God, we got to go there. You'd love it.
Really?
It's this really nice
I pronounce it Javier.
Javier. But it's like it faces the Pacific Ocean, right? It's amazing.
Ooh.
And then it's like upscale Mexican food, but like the best Mexican food you've ever had.
You know what I think of when I think of the ocean? This is going to sound so weird, but when I look at the ocean,
I think I can finish your sentence. Keep going though.
No, it's just for me. Like people think, oh, the currents and the waves.
Freedom.
I'm glad you said freedom. Yes, but you know what I really think about? This is going to sound crazy, but
Sexy mermaids. Yes,
I think about that too. But keep going. But the main thing I think about
dolphin safe tuna.
Yes, that too. I also think about
we're
that.
on the same wavelength.
We are. But what I really think about?
Oil spills.
You're getting very close. Like you're getting close when you say oil, because
bottlenose dolphins.
No, that's good. But no, because you can boil a dolphin down to get the oil, and it's delicious and it's very useful for lamps. That's where I used to get a lot of my oil. I would boil dolphin meat.
I think when you look at the ocean, there's a playlist in your head going bum 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 under the sea.
No.
You can be.
It could be. I thought you were going to be like ba 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 ba. So that would make more sense.
Little Mermaid, bro.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to go ba 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 ba.
What's that, Hawaii 5-0?
Yeah, it is.
No, under.
Yeah.
Well, we're a different age.
We are. Under the sea.
Do you know it's the little lobster?
Sebastian, right?
Sebastian.
Hey, you guys.
Under the sea.
You guys know your shit.
You don't know Sebastian?
Sure don't.
It's an all-time classic.
Here's what I think about when I look at the
Ariel,
sea.
I'm a liking.
Yeah, I love
How
a
do you
girl.
think she gets her hair so silky smooth and red?
I don't know, but
My
my only problem is she has no ass and it's all scales. Now, listen. Here, don't spit your water. Swallow it. There you go. I almost made you spit.
How dare you assault Ariel like that?
I just don't know where a fish's cunt is. Oops, I said it.
Dude,
I said
this is
fish
a
cunt.
fucking kids movie.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I said FC. I said the words. Now, listen. Back to what I really think about when I see the ocean.
You remind me of that crazy ass pigeon or whatever is the pelican who's it's a spork and it's a Scully. Brian reminds me of Scully.
A stork?
No, he's
a pelican.
No, he's a pelican. He's batshit crazy.
Really?
Yeah, he's great. Okay.
Back to what I think about when I see the ocean.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. We're just talking here. I think about the fact that there are a shitload, and I mean an infinite number of
Loch Ness monsters.
Nope, an infinite number of krill out there. Now, I know, a krill. I mean, it's just a krill playground, and I think, man, if I could harvest that krill, my skin would look so good, my joints would move well, and I just live forever.
Be a couple 1-2 flounders.
That's exactly kind of right. And the thing is this, and then I realized that I'm sponsored by a company called On It, and I take krill oil. So
I see where you're going.
Yeah, I don't have to go out there, buy a boat and get a net and catch a bunch of krill. Squeeze all the oil out.
Like a big bear hug and they squeeze the oil out.
Right, and that's how you do it.
Forever.
That's how they do it. But On It has their own squeezers. They have a group of squeezers. And
they pay them very well. And they're very nice to the krill.
It's not slave labor. They pay them very well. And they squeeze those krill, and they squeeze them into little gel caps. It must take forever.
Almost jack them off, really.
Yep. And then they put the gel caps in and then they screw
You ever jack off a krill for his oil?
I sure haven't. It's really hard.
Quite the experience.
Well, they're so tiny.
They're tiny.
Yeah, they're
you gotta
tiny.
jack off a lot of them.
Okay, and that's kind of what we think about when we squeeze krill. Now, here's the thing.
On it.com/.
That's right. On it.com/fighter. 10% off.
We love you guys, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what?
And just very quickly.
Can I finish this though?
But when you want to harvest the nutrients of the sea, there's also coral out there, and you can get calcium from the coral.
It's important.
Good luck trying to do that without Onnit's help.
Good luck pricking your fingers.
You can get coral calcium.
Oh, hey, good luck navigating around the moray eel to get to that coral.
That's good point. Anyway, Onnit.com/
There you go. Onnit.com/fighter. 10% off for all your supplements, kettlebells, cool tank tops, cool bamboo shirts. They got it all.
Optimize,
hats
you fucks.
included.
Optimize.
Optimize, you 1-2 fucking flounders. Anyways, they are also this weekend. My boy Tony Jeffries from Box and Burn is there teaching you sissies how to fight. If you're slap boxing with your friend, but you're also a personal trainer, I'm telling you, pass this certification and you can add this to your repertoire.
It's the Box and Burn certification.
Yeah, and they're doing it this weekend, Saturday and Sunday only, and you get the certification.
This is in Austin?
Austin, Texas, at the On It Academy. You can sign up. There's only limited spots, but when you sign up, you get certified from Tony Jeffries.
Who is your striking coach?
My striking coach, Olympic bronze medalist,
and
has walked the walk.
He's
one
amazing.
of the best coaches.
Yeah.
He trains Whitney Miller out there. I
was lucky enough to be
Marcus.
trained by him for a little while.
Yeah.
Which is why my hands are so stupid fast.
People are going to sign up because they've seen your hands.
Yeah.
So listen, if you guys, if you're a trainer out there, honestly, and you want to add to your resume, this is a great way to do it. These guys actually know boxing. A lot of people think they do. These guys actually do it and certify you. So get to the On Academy in Austin, Texas right now and sign up. You can sign up right now. I think their Instagram and Twitter is @BoxandBurn, and you'll see it on there. Or follow @Tony Jeffries.
Ooh, boom.
Learn how to fight.
Saw The Jungle Book this weekend. It was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
You're a little late. It's been out for quite some time. I recapped it about 4 weeks ago.
Shere Khan scared the shit out of me.
Shere Khan. Was that the big old orangutan?
No, Shere Khan is the tiger.
Oh, yeah, that tiger's scary.
Look at my face. That thing, I mean, it was so realistic, and you think about...
God damn graphics these days. I was like, look at this fucking kid showing with these
unreal.
wolves and lions.
Do you know, here's a pop quiz for all three of you. Do you know what animal was inconsistent with the demographic?
And you're saying the ones that aren't in the jungle?
The ones that are not in the Indian jungle. I'm going to count to 10.
Wolf.
10. No, there are plenty
Fuck.
of wolves.
Hold on. No. Give me
10,
more. I'm going to kill you.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Orangutans.
Nope. Yes.
Yes!
Orangutan! Orangutan means what? In Indonesian, in whatever the
Orange
word.
belly.
Nope, it means person of the forest. Orangutan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That could be my nickname.
Yep, person of the forest. And they are indigenous to the Indonesian archipelago. And perhaps maybe some areas.
Check this out. How about my papa as a kid, Denver Zoo? There's an orangutan, and my dad's old school, so it was like the prison bars to separate the orangutans from the humans. My dad walked up to it. He was that kid separated from the family. Put his hand in it. The orangutan grabbed him by the finger.
Whoa!
Lifted him up.
Really?
Yep, and then set him down.
So I don't know if you know this, but
my dad might be lying, but since I've been a kid, he told me that story. I'm on the fence if I believe you. PJ.
I'm looking up to make sure I'm right about the orangutan. But by the way. Yeah, Borneo. Can you please make sure that I'm right about that there are no orangutans in India? But I'm almost positive there aren't. Now.
Did you just make...
Yeah, only in rainforests in Borneo and Sumatra. I'm right. That's what I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I'm right.
It was a good movie, though.
So I don't know if you would know, but I went to Indonesia and I rehabilitated orangutans and tracked them in the forest.
Mouth to mouth and shit?
Nope. I tracked them in the forest and I took orphans and we would rehabilitate them and put them back in the wild. And some of them...
no pictures? I ain't buying it.
Well, some of them were adolescents. Now, adolescent orangutans, male and female, will bite women, but they're afraid of men. So they won't mess with the men. So, but I don't know if you know this, but adolescent orangutans have also been known to try to have sex with female humans.
Good luck kicking that thing off.
And you can't really get them off. And the woman...
That rape whistle ain't doing shit.
The woman, Biruti Galdikas, who, I like saying her name that way, who is the woman of the Red Apes who runs a sanctuary for them, was telling us a story about how... No, but she was talking about how she had an orangutan that she had it was like her son. She had raised it from a small baby, and when testosterone started going through his body, it started trying to get her.
He said, I'm about to bust in the sanctuary.
I'm bust.
I'm about to bust.
Bust.
I got to get out there.
And sure enough, he got this look in his eye, and he was trying to get and they have tiny willies.
Oh, they don't have pieces of
Yeah,
them?
but he was trying to get at her, and her vagine.
right.
And her vagine.
And what'd she do?
And
Or that mouth.
And I saw an orangutan. Fuck, this is no joke. I saw an orangutan in Indonesia fuck a chicken. It grabbed a chicken, got a hold of a chicken.
Fuck you.
I swear to God, and they were yelling, the guys who would take care of the orangutans, and they were looking under the house. I go, what's going on in the house? And the guy goes, he's trying to fuck the chicken. And the orangutan had the chicken, and it was masturbating, basically.
You know what's money could have made if you
pulling
filmed
the things. Now they'll also, the adolescent males will also grab the little girls who are 3 years old, the little baby orangutans, take them up in a tree and start to, and you'll hear the babies. Now, as the guy, his
Hey man, I just like orangutans.
I know.
Not anymore.
His orphans.
Can't be raping everybody.
This guy who was awesome, who raised all these orangutans as babies, and they were like they were soups. They get really attached to you, and you get attached to them because they're like little humans. They're so cute. And one of the adolescents took his girl, Diane. He called her Diane. He used to paint her hair black. He'd like dye her hair black. She was so adorable. She was 3 years old. And he took his Diane, his little orangutan, this adolescent, took it up in a tree, and you could hear Diane kind of crying, making this high-pitched noise because he was trying to have sex with her. And my boy, who takes care of orangutans, he brushes by me because we know what's going on, and we're like, get down. He brushes by me.
Climb that tree?
He didn't climb that tree. I see him he had a wrist rocket. And he took that wrist rocket.
You're talking like old school?
I'm talking about them. I'm talking about them things that'll throw a pebble so hard it'll go right into your skin.
Yeah.
You know what, the ones with the tubes, and he pulls it all the way back. And I'm talking about
Dennis
a
the
deep
Menace
pull.
style. Yeah, Dennis the Menace style.
A deep pull with that
Leave it
surgical
to Beaver, brother style.
That surgical tubing is stretched. I mean, it's stretched the way my dong is when I'm super turned on, right? And he starts letting them rocks fly, catching that orangutan any which way he can.
Did it stop the orangutan?
Fuck yeah, man. That thing let go of that girl, and you could hear him go, mee! And he wouldn't stop. He was so fucking mad at that orangutan. And Diane came running back down the tree and jumped into his arms. And he wouldn't stop. He was like, fucking in another
How long
thing.
ago was that?
This was I'll tell you exactly, I was 21 years
Oh,
old.
you were young.
I was 21.
You're lucky you didn't get fucked.
Well, they won't do it to a male. But
You'd be surprised.
Well, there is a story.
Because that orangutan in Jungle Book was trying to fuck the little boy.
Well, the full-grown males,
Right?
which we saw one full-grown male, and he kept his distance. They're solitary. See, chimps travel in bands, and they're very dangerous. Chimps will hunt you, kill you. You can never.
Yeah.
But orangutans are solitary. We saw, I guess, a guy came across an orangutan that was sleeping on the ground on the jungle floor, and startled it, and that orangutan scalped him.
Ripped his face off?
Apparently, it just grabbed the top of his head and pulled off. Yep. Went, yeah! And the guy was like, my hair! He lived, but he lost his hair.
God,
so, orangutan, person of the
But they don't
forest.
really fuck with people too
No,
much.
not at all.
They're very friendly.
Either do mountain gorillas.
Yeah, they're known for being pretty friendly.
Yeah.
Mountain gorillas, you come in their territory, they're going to rip your limbs off.
Sometimes.
They're going to rip your limbs off Mortal Kombat
Well,
style.
they'll mock charge. They'll mock charge you. So they'll bang on their chest.
Stand your ground.
Yep, stand your ground. Look them in the eye. Now, chimpanzees.
Oh,
The
chimps?
chimpanzees?
They're like gangs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're going to hunt you down.
Oh, and not only that, they hunt other tribes down, other bands of
they rip
chimps.
your dick off in face.
They go to war with other chimps.
and then
They'll kill
eat
other
you.
males.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't want to fuck with them. But you like Jungle Book?
I fucking loved it.
I thought it was good. The end was a little weird. How great was Bill Murray?
He was fantastic. Idris Alba played Shere Khan. Bagheera, the Black Panther, was played by the great Ben Kingsley.
And then Scarlett Johansson was that big old python.
Oh, she was good. Yeah. She's got a great voice.
Ooh, sexy.
She's got a great voice.
Man.
She's something else. She never really did it for me, and I don't know why.
What?
Yeah.
Did you see her in Don Juan? Where she
No.
plays the homeboy's
so
girlfriend?
sexy as shit,
See Don Juan.
I mean, that's my type.
No, dude.
Curvy
See
as
Don
fuck.
Juan when she's a Jersey girl, like
With eyeliner and that
tube top.
that obvious lipstick and those tits.
and the 1-2 honey melon dudes out the back.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Oh,
dripping
does she
wet
got
lips.
Here's my question for you. Here's my question. It's an important one. Does she have an ass?
Yes, I've seen her in person.
You have?
I went to a play in New York.
Okay.
Bird on a Perch with her and Liev Schreiber.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I know him, even though I was just in the crowd.
Great play,
Yeah,
huh?
great. Because you see him like organically, right? Doing, on their thing. There's no cameras or anything. Dude, she walked out. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Both.
Well,
boom. The original Boom Boom
well,
Pow.
now I got a problem, and now I got a problem. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
you're like an orangutan.
That'll cause a problem for me.
That's what orangutans say.
She brings out the
Hey, here's something.
orangutan in
Hey,
me.
here. Yeah, me too. That's the new thing. Don't make me get orangutan on that ass.
Don't. She brings out the orangutan in me.
From now on, when we're on the road, if we see an attractive girl, I'm like, I'm full orangutan right now. I'm about to go.
Shit!
I'm about to go tang on that
Something's
ass.
about to trend. I think something's about to trend with the Fighter and Kid Army. I'm about to go full orangutan.
Guys
right
with
now.
their girlfriends, like, bro, don't go orangutan on me, man. Get your girl out of here, bro. Someone better jack me out very soon. I'm about to go orangutan.
I'm about to orangutan.
I'm about to rang this thing. About to rang your mouth. Yeah, she's
right,
great.
well.
Did you? Let's get into this. We had so much fight talk to get into. Did you? We'll start with boxing. Did you happen to see?
Yes, I did.
Canelo Khan. Can I say
yeah.
something before we get into this?
Yes.
Speed? So I tweeted out, and he got retweeted by Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya. But I want to clear some up here. So I said, Khan versus Canelo. I'm not mad at the odds of Khan winning by decision. I am not, by no means am I saying Khan's going to win this fight.
No.
I'm saying if I wanted to make money, the only bet that you could actually make money on that seems somewhat realistic, other than
I think it was a smart bet.
is Khan via decision. It was like if you put $100, you win $600. It's something crazy.
First of all,
So I tweeted that out on
100%.
Instagram that, and people, it drives me nuts because people are like, oh, way to go, Shab. You're honey dicking everyone to thinking Khan was going to win. I'm like, no. You got to look at the odds. If you're a betting man, you see that. All right, I'm not going to put money on the favorite Canelo. He's 5-1 favorite or 3-1 favorite in some books. That makes no sense. So the only odds of me making money, maybe Khan if Khan wins,
I think
it's only by
I think it's an educated bet, and I'll tell you why.
But people
correct me
lash
if I'm
out
wrong.
and go, Shab, another wrong pick. I'm like,
I think
no.
Khan was ahead 5-1 before he got knocked out.
I had him. I
mean,
I had him win at least 3.
Yeah,
he was up.
He was catching
He was
him.
doing good. The problem is, dude, I can't remember at that high of a level watching a boxing fight where the guys were fighting both at the highest level
Unbelievable.
possible. The speed by Khan, when he hit him with that 1-2 open, I was like, holy fuck, I've never seen anything like that.
Me neither. It's incredible.
And then what was weird, and I was watching with Tony Jeffries and Glenn at my crib, when we were watching it, so Tony and Amir Khan were on the same national team in England together. They know each other very well.
Wow.
And Tony was nervous because they know each other. And Tony goes, Khan was always a special dude because the very first day he was on the team, he walked in, he was 14, and was like, oh, I'm going to win gold in the Olympics, in the next Olympics. Everyone else didn't make the Olympics. They were on the team, but they were on the national team, but they didn't make the Olympic team, right? They didn't qualify yet.
Yeah.
No one did. Khan just got on the team, was like, I'm making it this year, I'm going to win gold. He ended up making it at whatever, 15, 16, won bronze, and then the next year won gold.
Amazing.
Yeah, he was just like his comments as always went through the roof.
I was.
But Tony did call it when he was watching him. He goes, I don't like it when Canelo feints or throws a jab, Khan constantly drops his left hand. He's constantly
Because he's protecting his body, or
yeah,
what was it?
Yeah, because if you look, Canelo kept landing body shots.
Yes.
So and he goes, I bet he comes over the top. I bet he comes over the top with the right hand. Yeah, and I was like, I don't know.
You could see he tried that move several times before it worked.
He kept laying a left hook that was landing. He was missing a lot, but it was landing. He was powering up on it.
Yeah.
But then Khan's footwork, I was like, if Khan can keep this up and not eat big shots and trade combos,
He's gonna win.
He's gonna win by decision.
That's right.
That was the good bet.
What was amazing is that Canelo's so sturdy. It didn't look like his head was even moving when he was getting hit. That's what was crazy to me. Khan seems to hit hard and fast, and Canelo was just boop, 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 you know?
Khan's not he's not a knockout artist per se. But the other thing that drives me nuts with critics is, and I even heard it with Skip Bayless, for sure, stay in your lane. Skip Bayless on ESPN First Take this morning goes, yeah, with Khan, this is why I said Canelo was going to win. All right, he was the 5-1 favorite. What the fuck you talking about? Well, Khan just has no chin. Well, Okay,
Nobody
why?
has a
Because he got
chin.
dropped by Garcia, and he
Yeah.
lost a fight. You can't when a guy that has 500 fights and been knocked out maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Also,
and
he got caught flush.
if anyone in the world eats that right hand from
course, they're
Canelo
going to
flush,
sleep.
you're going night.
Right in the jaw like that. They're going that's he's been throwing that right hand.
It doesn't do. It fucks those fighters over when people say that stuff.
Yeah.
Man. I hate that
Yeah.
stuff.
I agree with you. But
What a fucking fight. And then afterwards, I was like, they are not going to bring Triple G in the ring. How about Canelo invite him, sat in front row, and invite him?
Well,
in
this
the
is
ring?
what this
They're
is.
both too friendly, though.
This is what excites me more than anything. Is Canelo's such a class act. I love that he kneeled down after he knocked him out to make sure he was okay.
The best.
I love that guy. But I don't think I've ever been more excited to see two guys like Canelo and
Best fight of our lifetime.
Gigi.
Best fight of our
You think so?
lifetime. But not because Mayweather Pacquiao stylistic.
Yeah.
Even if they fight in the prime, not a very good fight.
Right.
They fought after the prime, shit fight. Everyone was so upset.
Yeah.
You have Canelo in his prime, Triple G in his
prime.
prime.
It's gonna be.
Oh, and guess what? One guy goes forward, refuses to go back. One guy goes forward and is a counterpuncher and refuses to go back.
So crazy.
It's the best fight of our lifetime.
That's what I thought about.
This is the thing, though. It ain't happening.
Why?
It's not happening next, I don't think.
Why?
I would like it to. Rumors I hear Triple G's next fight is in England.
With
I have
who?
a good source.
Against
that
who?
told me that. I could not tell you. But what I do know is Canelo's the biggest draw in sports, right? Triple G's not that big of a draw.
I didn't know Canelo was the biggest draw in sports.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, boxing. Sorry.
Is that me?
You got to turn that off. In boxing, he's the biggest draw. B. So once Mayweather left, now Canelo's the biggest draw by far.
Yeah.
With the Mexican fans, he's the biggest draw. So if you're Canelo's management and you have that much power and you're coming off 2 knockouts now and a huge knockout over Amir Khan, who's also a huge star internationally. You know, these 2 big knockouts. He's 25. He would be an underdog to Triple G. And Triple G isn't that big of a pay-per-view number buyer. He doesn't bring on pay-per-view numbers. So as Canelo's management, are you going to let him fight Triple G next? Or are you going to have him fight a guy like Lemieux, who was on the undercard knocking guys out, which is a great fight? Do you build up even more?
The only thing is Triple G beat the shit out of Lemieux. And so now...
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and so personally...
Oh, no, me too. I want to see
as
it.
his manager, I'm saying as his manager,
Okay.
I'm keeping him as far away from Triple G as I possibly can.
Exactly.
Because you got your golden boy, and we all know that Triple G, I think, at the end of the day, in that matchup, if they go toe-to-toe, Triple G is so devastating, and Canelo's so... But I think Triple G's
They've
actually
sparred with each
bigger.
other. They've
really?
sparred with each other, yeah.
And how'd that go?
At a fucking...
Do you know how it
Wildcard
went?
West.
Do you know how it went?
I've heard rumors from both sides.
Yeah,
So
because
I
they're
don't wanna
apparently
spread
they're
any
evenly
rumors.
matched.
One guy, from what I've heard, one guy was dropped twice. I won't say who, but
Okay.
one guy was dropped twice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my guess is that happens again in the ring, and it ain't Triple G that gets dropped because he's bigger, isn't he? And
He's bigger.
A little bigger. It's tough weight for him.
But you know, if Canelo doesn't fight him, contractually, the commission said then he has to vacate his title
If he doesn't fight Triple G.
next for that
Well
weight class.
then guess what? Maybe it's going to really
Did you
happen.
hear what Oscar De La Hoya said? He tweeted out, Triple G, make sure you answer your phone tomorrow. We have business to talk about. It'd be the biggest fight of our lifetime. Now, the public's going to go, Triple G? What? Stylistic-wise and in the prime, it's of my lifetime, it's the biggest fight.
I think it'll be
And
amazing.
I think you'd have trilogy. Boxing's never been better. Listen, I
agree.
was a Mayweather fan inside the ring. Outside the ring, he's a piece of shit. Inside the ring, he's fun to watch to see him not get hit.
I rewatched his fight with Canelo.
But as far as like excitement, matchups, boxing as a whole, the sport's never been better than right now. Now that Mayweather's gone, see, there's no king like that right now who's a king of defense.
Yeah.
You have 2 kings of knockouts.
Yeah.
Oh, and then that division's stacked. Don't forget, you still have Thurman. You have Garcia. You have some
Garcia's
monsters,
a
man.
beast.
Oh, and then at heavyweight's loaded too right now, man.
Yeah.
Heavyweight's fucking loaded.
Yeah.
Loaded, man. And if you watch
I wanna see-
Tyson Fury's shit talking right now.
I wanna see him fight,
Do you see what he did at Klitschko?
No.
Oh, you love this. This is great. At a press conference, Klitschko's all dressed up. Fury's there. They're talking, and he goes, "You know what's fucking crazy?" I wish he could do his accent, but he goes, "You know what's
fucking crazy."
He goes, "You know what's fucking crazy?" He goes, "You're obsessed with boxing." You're obsessed with your body and the way it's shredded. You look good. You're in the gym nonstop. He goes, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm the world champ. He goes, I don't give a fuck. He goes, lift up your shirt, 6-pack rip. He goes, look at this. Lifts his shirt up. He goes, I got a bare gut. Stands up. He goes, look at these fucking love handles. And he sits back there and goes, and I'm still the world champ.
Shit. What a man.
So funny.
What a man.
So funny. He's like, you're obsessed with
You're all obsessed with your body, and I'm so
Yeah.
strong.
So remember, you got Klitschko type of Fury fighting. You got Deontay Wilder. You got Ortiz, the heavyweight. Then you got Joshua.
Well, I want to see Joshua. I want to see Anthony Joshua fight Tyson Fury.
Well, I'd like to see Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. That's the fight.
What do you think happens with Anthony?
It's tough, man, because Tyson Fury's so awkward. You know, like, to be honest, his fighting against Klitschko, like, we haven't seen Klitschko lose it in forever, 10 years, basically. So when he beat him, it was more of like, it was the weirdness factor, but there's the least amount of punches ever thrown in a heavyweight fight,
so weird.
title fight.
Yeah.
Like, the fight sucked balls.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see, man. But boxing's never been better. Triple G versus Canelo is a motherfucking fight.
My God.
It's very rare I ever want to go to fights. I don't care what they are. It's very rare. I would try and get a
hats off to Khan. Anyway, and you know, I think I always bring this back to this, but I was thinking about this too. Khan is Pakistani by descent, and Pakistan has so many problems. Like Pakistan, basically, from the last estimate I heard, 8 extended families own 90% of the land. So the poverty is ridiculous. A human rights activist was just shot in the face by guys. And so the country is a mess, and it's all one big wasted potential. When I see a guy like Amir Khan, who's so awesome, I always think about how lucky we are as Americans to see people like that realize the potential where so many countries like Pakistan, nobody gets to.
Think what he's representing. That's
he's
why
representing
he's
his country,
star.
And he should be.
He's also Muslim.
He's Muslim.
Muslim, especially in America right now.
Yeah, he's a positive role model.
They're taking some, black eyes, right? Because and not they shouldn't be, but they just are because of our culture, whatever. So you have a guy like Amir Khan, who represents so much.
He represents.
You also got to remember he went up a weight class, which is unheard of, to fight a knockout artist.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, went up a weight class. This is what was weird to me when they gave Amir Khan the mic. When he got the mic, his coach was so passionate. Goes, we took the chance and moved up weight classes. Now Canelo needs to do it and fight Triple G. Okay. Wait, it's very weird.
Yeah.
And they were Amir Khan was adamant about it, and so was his coaches.
That's strange.
It's very strange. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck do you guys care?
All right. Well, I don't know what that means. Maybe they had.
Took a risk, moved up, and it happened. What are we seeing though? We saw Conor McGregor take a risk, move up.
Yeah.
You dealt with. Amir Khan took a risk, moved up. You got dealt with.
Yeah.
Canelo moving up, taking risks. Also when they move up, they're just not fighting anybody.
No, you're fighting. You're fighting the best of the best. Who has, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in Triple G, has stopped everybody.
Yeah, I think he's 24 knockouts in a row or something.
I mean, it's unbelievable. He's got some kind of dynamite in his hand, some weird, that Roy Nelson, Mark Hunt factor in his hands.
He's so technical, it's insane.
Is that what it is? It's just
well, technical, obviously power and his fucking genetics. But they were talking to him about when he fought Lemieux. Lemieux's a knockout artist and explosive,
a beast.
And they had a game plan going into it. He said they had a whole game plan. He doesn't watch tape on his fighters. He doesn't watch tape. He says, I leave it to my coach staff. I go in there, I feel him out. I fought so many different styles. I can usually figure it out and decide what's better. He's fighting Lemieux, who's a beast, man. If you watch him on Saturday night,
a beast.
He fucked that dude
He's a beast.
That guy was terrified.
Yeah.
He was a wild card.
He
dude.
looks like Triple G when he fights regular guys.
Yeah, that's what everyone goes, oh, Triple G's not fighting one. Well, it's because that's how good he is. He's making these world-class guys look like average Joes.
Yeah.
So Lemieux dismantles this dude. The ref threw in the towel in the 4th round. Just was like, my fighter's getting his ass whooped. So his corner, Freddie Roach and those guys threw in the towel. This guy's a monster who he's fighting.
Sure.
So Lemieux looked great. Now, when Triple G was fighting Lemieux, he walked into the ring, and they had one game plan. He said he got in there and was like, you know what? I'm just going to feel him out with his jab. And then we saw it because no one thought he had a jab. He did it to show people he had a jab.
Jesus.
He had a world-class jab, and Lemieux was like, we never even seen him jab on tape. And then he goes, and it's the best jab I've ever seen.
God.
So he went in there, and they go, why did you stick with the jab? He goes, it felt good when I walked in there.
God.
How nuts
That's
is that?
but that's a
a
form
veteran.
of mastery.
Oh.
That's so you're able to improvise. And Ali used to do that. When Ali fought Foreman, he was like, he kept saying, I'm going to dance. So he started throwing that right hand lead. And his coach, you could hear, I think, Dundee going, what are you doing? What are you doing? This isn't the game plan. Then he's playing a rope-a-dope, and he's like just shelling up and letting Foreman punch himself out. That was never, he didn't even practice that.
Man.
But he was so great that he was able to change up and come up with an idea on the spot. He was improvising.
It's a real
he
art.
was the great improviser.
It's a real art.
That's when you've mastered something. When you don't have to go in with a game plan. When you can go in and feel what's in front of you.
How nuts is that?
It's the difference between mastery
has
and
better,
everything
man.
else.
For me, boxing has never been. I can't get enough of it.
Never.
High level boxing, I'd rather watch than any sporting event.
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
Then how about this? How about so we all got, and even I was like, what the fuck? I think I tweeted something out talking shit about it. How about Money Mayweather and Conor McGregor?
I don't know why that's doing that.
So
Guys.
you got to
sorry.
see this. So however you open your phone, don't hit the snooze. So you're hitting snooze.
Yeah, I'll just stop
Don't
it.
hit snooze.
Oh, okay.
Hit this and it stops it. You got to open your phone.
Sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. I was setting my thing because I'm doing something tomorrow, and I thought I was doing it tomorrow. Sorry.
But how about this, B? So Conor McGregor kind of like joked around, like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight Floyd Mayweather."
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit on our live show.
Sure.
And I made fun of it, blah blah blah. Well, guess what? It's not that big of a rumor because Floyd Mayweather is the guy who started the rumors. He actually wants to fight him.
But he doesn't want to fight him in MMA.
No, they want to box, and Conor McGregor wants to box him
Wait,
too.
Conor.
And Floyd. Well, Conor didn't ask for it. Floyd called him out. That's how big of a star he is.
What?
And Floyd did an interview. Was like, "Yeah, listen, there's a lot of rumors out there. Me fighting Conor McGregor. They're not rumors. I started this stuff." I was like, "Hey, man, hey, bro." So he just wants to.
Well, Conor, of course, don't do that because
Can you say? Well, this is my thing though.
there's no
So
upside. He'll just make him look dumb.
But there's a lot of upside because you're talking about I can't. It's almost hard to fathom. You're getting the UFC support. You're getting the biggest draw in boxing. I mean, you're talking about at least probably a $200 million payday.
Well, sure.
And you're fighting a guy who's 147 pounds. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Yeah, you're not gonna touch him.
Well, he's gonna miss.
I would fight fucking. I name someone. I'd fight 10 of them for $200 million.
Yeah, but the problem is that he will not only miss, he'll get knocked out.
I agree.
Yeah, he'll get knocked out.
I
It'll
agree.
be bad.
But still.
Yeah, but he'll look so bad.
What's going to
because-
ruin your career?
Yeah.
Like, there's no more after.
No.
Well, this is the thing, though. It would
I mean,
fuck the argument for boxing MMA who's better, which doesn't even make sense because he would just be boxing.
Yeah.
So then it would fuck that argument. However, he could go back to MMA and still dominate. I don't think it would actually make him a bigger star.
maybe
It'd make him a bigger star.
Maybe it would just, but it would
dim the light a little
It's
bit,
a
though.
little bit circusy because you know that as good a boxer as Conor McGregor is with MMA guys, it would literally look like he would look stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, he would look stupid.
But
he would miss.
See, but Floyd, I don't think would go in there and knock him out in a round.
What I would
he
do,
would mess around and try and not take him out. In
if
6
I
or
was
7.
Floyd, I would do what Tariq Azim did to me, which is I would say, Conor, for every time you touch my face, I'm going to give you $5,000.
Conor wouldn't take. See, that's just humiliating. Conor, they're gonna fight, and Conor's gonna give it his all if they did. But the reason why this gets a little bit of hype because I guarantee you Dana White would sign off and let Conor do this because it would bring so many more eyeballs to the UFC.
Yeah.
Conor 100% loses that fight. It's not even. But listen, guys, you guys who are listening, Conor is a master in the UFC of striking. One of the very best we've ever had.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, that is not boxing. If he fought a legit professional boxer, and I'm not even talking about the greatest of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
No.
But if he fought,
Lemieux,
if he fought,
name it.
Really even a
Cotto, Lemieux, it just keeps
You're
going.
talking about huge names. I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about just a journey guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have his hands full, and probably he's not gonna win.
Or
Let alone beat Floyd
or get
Mayweather, the
knocked
best
out,
of all time. Yeah, You're talking about a completely different game, different dynamics. These guys haven't been boxing since they were in diapers. It's a tough road, man. This is no different than Amir Khan going, I can do MMA.
That's
and
right.
now Conor going, I can do boxing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough, man. Now the payday, you're gonna what?
Right.
That's insane.
Right. Yeah, it would. I would advise him against that.
Yeah, is Conor doing a little too much right now to be a circus? I think he needs to fight. I think they need to.
Connor's got his hands full with
Nate. They did
Nate.
announce the fight with Nate, right? UFC 190 or UFC 202.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it's
Not officially.
Really?
I thought
it was confirmed.
I saw that it was.
I thought it was confirmed, Ev. Am I batshit crazy? Am I dreaming? Am I on drugs?
It's been reported that it's being targeted for 202, but nothing.
I know they're
nothing's done
I
yet.
know they're definitely gonna fight though again. I know the rematch is happening, from what I hear.
Good for Nate.
Yes, great for Nate. God
You know,
bless. Yes,
He deserves it. I want
say
him.
God
I want him
bless.
to make millions of dollars.
God bless. Praise
We got to
Jesus.
get.
Why'd
Let's
I do
get.
that?
Hey, let's get. Hey, Diaz brothers. We want the Diaz brothers on here. Let's
We'll
get
reach
Nate.
out to them. We don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird.
Hey
man.
guys. Hey guys. Hey fans.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. Now, for Conor, though, so he has this Mayweather thing going on. He had the fallout of UFC 200. You got to fight now. You have to. We can't keep doing this.
No, you
We
gotta
can't
fight.
keep doing this. You got to fight and win. Because right now, all this hype's going on, and he's still coming off
Did
a
his
loss.
coach say that he can't make 45 anymore?
His teammate, Gunnar Nelson, said he can't make. I think it was Gunnar said he can't make 145 anymore.
I don't think he said he couldn't make it. He just said he doesn't want to.
I think
And
he said the
it's gonna
cut's
be
too much.
tough.
Yeah, he says it's too tough for
Tough
him.
cut.
Okay, well, all right.
But he still got that belt.
He still has the belt.
Gotta defend it.
Well, his next fight's is going to be Diaz too. That's what they're saying.
But I was telling you before we started recording that
Yeah, that's
you got
99%
Jose Aldo, your champion for 9 years, and he gets knocked out, and he's not given the courtesy of a rematch. I just think that sucks. I think that sucks in general for fighting. It just in terms of courtesy, respect, and what Jose Aldo's owed. I think when you have somebody who's been that great for that long, and he's not given the courtesy to, like, the dignity to avenge his loss. That seems to me.
well,
like,
he's on UFC 200 now, fighting for the title though. So they didn't do him wrong.
Jose Aldo.
Yeah,
He's
fighting
fighting
Frankie Edgar for the vacant title now.
Yeah, it's just
Interim
still.
title.
Yeah,
Interim.
it's still not
Still
the same.
sucks.
And he's
No,
already-
don't get me wrong,
And he
it
fought
fucking
Frankie
sucks.
before. You
I
know?
agree. No, it
Yeah.
fucking sucks. But at least he's on the biggest card of the year. He is
Yeah.
fighting for a title again.
We should
Great
talk about.
fight, Conor.
We should talk about UFC 198.
Can we get some
talk about a
some
stacked
fight
card.
talk? Fight talk.
Fight talk.
This is
Fight talk. Fight talk. Anyway,
Anyways, lots of acai and steroids going out this weekend to Brazil.
excuse me,
Hey, they should call it UFC 198. Is anyone gonna pass the drug test?
sir.
UFC 198. Steroids, anybody?
Brendan.
UFC 198. TRT still alive.
Brendan. Well, let me ask you this,
UFC 198. UFC 198. It was the horse meat.
Brendan.
UFC 198. It's the acai.
Dusted with some testosterone.
It's the goji berries. But listen,
Let me ask
it's
you
the
this.
biggest card of this year by far. Then there's no promotion of it.
It's crazy. But can I ask you a question? If you say you're in Brazil, where the testing isn't as stringent.
Are you talking about when I fought the best of all time there?
Yeah,
Nogueira?
that's right. So maybe now.
They had a van blowing its fucking.
Well, say you trip and you fall in that van, and there happens to be a syringe there by accident, and something happens in your butt, and
wish.
and you walk out with a hard on because there's all this testosterone
I
running through your
wish.
body. Now,
Talking about the Vitor special?
yeah, apparently when you get, I love the rumors with, dude, bodybuilders, I'd watch these guys, they pull their shorts down and they get a shot of testosterone in their ass and their dicks would get hard immediately and everybody would have hard-ons. These big muscular guys with these huge dicks. I was like, well, this is definitely a gay fantasy. And you're telling,
Who told you
and
this?
I don't even remember, but let's just say his name was Ted. Ted, you're gay.
Ted's clearly
Whoever told me
gay.
that story when I was younger is gay, but it's fine.
Super
And it's
gay.
fine, but that's
He's
definitely
trying-
your
was he trying to
fantasy.
inject you?
These guys were
Bro,
injecting.
just do it. Watch how hard your dick
Just
is.
do it. Let me show you how I can't nick it with this
Let's
razor.
see if my mouth fits around it. Don't be weird, bro.
Don't be weird. Don't be weird. It's gonna feel super swollen, and no, that's not an allergic reaction.
Didn't you and Rogan do a skit like that?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You guys haven't heard it.
Howard Stern
Google
played it a bunch.
Oh my
I
god,
didn't
it was
realize.
great. But
So anyway,
UFC 198.
So 198. If you were to say do a supplement that was illegal,
Yes.
in Brazil, when you come back to the States, doesn't WADA test you?
Yeah, but they can test you in Brazil too. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so there is drug testing
There is.
because it's the World Doping,
Yeah.
right? World Anti-Doping
No.
Agency.
UFC is in bed with USADA. USADA, not WADA, and not VADA. It's USADA.
Oh, it's not WADA.
USADA's
It's USADA.
United States.
United States. Oh.
United States anti-doping.
Interesting. Here's the question, though. When
Let
you
me
come
fight
back,
down in Brazil.
although when you come back, it means you have to stay in Brazil for a little while,
So
I
you're
would
clean?
imagine. Right.
So after the fight, but I
How long does that take? Do you know?
if I knew, I'd be a better fighter, Brian. If
Exactly.
I knew, there'd probably be a belt hanging.
I
off
would
this wall.
venture to say that the guy who lingers in Brazil for a little while
It's a vacation. Come on, bro.
might have been dabbling a little bit. Now let's go through this card.
Let's go
for a
through the
second.
card. But
I got some
however,
bold predictions.
I am surprised that you look at this card. If they do test like they would in say it was in Vegas,
Yeah.
I'd like to see who would actually pass the test. But don't take anything away from that, and that also goes for this past weekend's fight. So we can talk about
Several
that.
fighters
We'll
have
talk about
already.
that
Several
after.
fighters, in fact, maybe even most, have been caught at one point in their career doing
Well, I'll
it
put a little
on
check
this card.
when we go through this. I'll go.
Yeah.
He's been caught.
So-
okay, go ahead, Ev. Let's break this fucking
Yeah.
mastermind.
I'm excited.
podcast.
There's
I'm
so
excited.
many fights, so much fight shit to talk
I
about.
got
I
pissed
got
on
a
my
fucking-
huge.
I got a
I got
boner.
pissed on my huge Brazilian dick.
You want to go do that first?
Yeah, can we?
Yeah,
why don't you
take
go?
Break time.
Break
All right.
time.
So we're back from our piss break.
That was glorious.
Yeah, there's something gross
I
about
busted everywhere.
going. Yeah, there's something gross about saying that, and something gross about saying I gotta piss.
See, I'd rather.
Drag it out.
Well, when I was working
Piss.
security, when I was whatever, fucking 18, 19, I was in college. The biggest dude who we were all scared of, this big jack dude, we're at, I think it was a Godsmack concert. We're front row security. It's nuts. There's chaos. The guy goes, boys, get over here. He's dead serious. He goes, I gotta go wee-wee. I'll be back. Dead serious goes, I'll go wee-wee. I'll be right back.
I think.
And
I'm-
then we left, and I was like, "You say wee wee?" Like I was like, "Oh, you're not that tough."
I got a wee wee out of my pee pee.
Yeah, he was like, "I go pee pee. I'll be right back."
I gotta pee.
The toughest guy. Hey fellas, I go pee pee.
I
I'll be
gotta
right
make.
back.
I gotta make susu.
How weird is that?
Yeah.
It's like, hey man.
When I was a kid, my mother said, "Do you have to make susu?"
My dad said, "You gotta piss that big old dick." That's
Yeah.
right, Dad. Let's do it.
I gotta urinate.
Anyways, what do you got?
My
hey,
buddy, I'm
when
selling him
when
down the river, but Sam, my buddy, we shared a dressing room when we shot Warrior, and Sam is really into the environment and like global warming, and he was like, shouldn't flush the toilet a lot, man. And he just,
Oh,
he'd
he's
take-
the guy.
He take
If
big
it's
old
yellow,
pisses.
if it's yellow, leave it mellow. If
Yes.
it's brown, flush it down.
Yes,
I'll
So
piss
he-
in your mouth.
He
and tell
just
me that.
he just piss and not flush, and I'd come in and I'd be like, I don't want to piss in your piss.
No, it's nasty.
I was like, I gotta flush that. So it was just always, and he's a man, and it would smell like pneumonia.
Nah,
I was like, come on.
I'm gonna piss in your sheets. Do that to me.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't play that shit.
let's go back to
Dude,
fight talk,
when
man.
how about when I was in, I went to fucking Fashion Island in Newport, right? They have all these cool, you'd love it there, Kay. You been there? Yeah. So they have all these cool stores. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I had to pee so fucking bad. Drank all this MCT oil. So I rush into the bathroom, and there's like, I don't know, it's one of those onesies, man. The guy didn't lock the door. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wait here. I'm gonna piss in the sink. This dude, I don't know what he was on, but it was I was like, damn. He came out. I was like, you all right, man? It was like fucking pure,
You know what?
fucking slip
Sulfur?
and slide out of his ass.
Oh, you mean poo-poo. You know what he did to me at the gas station? I'm in there. I'm in the bathroom, and I have to pee, and he goes like this. He sticks his head in with all these guys in there, and he goes like this. He goes, "Hey, dude, they're out of Pepto-Bismol. So what are you gonna do?
Pepsi AC do it for
Yeah,
you?
will I do it for you? Like really? I go, fuck, I gotta piss. What are you doing? And then I'm running into the bathroom at the Starbucks. I had to piss so badly, and he goes, "Hey guys, sorry, he's gonna use your bathroom, and it's not gonna be pretty. Good luck in there, buddy. I know you don't feel well." And I was like, I couldn't even turn around. The girls start laughing at me on the counter. It's all girls.
Hey, he gets in
and
there?
there are people in line. I go, I had nobody's listening to me. I run in there. I pee. It takes me forever. And Brennan's going, "Ooh, sorry about that. He's really got a bust. It's not gonna be pretty."
The girls were all laughing. I went, he really needs to get in there. It's going to be bad. And I went, do you have a tip jar? Yeah, I apologize, my friend.
Sorry about him blowing up your
They were
bathroom
laughing
with
so
poo.
hard.
They were laughing
When
so
you came out, you're all, I just had to pee. They're like, whatever.
Yep. I go, what were they saying about me? And they go, nothing good. And I go, well, just so you know, that was a pee. And they go, it doesn't. We don't care. We really don't care. They didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, you blew that thing up. Some guy, shout out to the guy blowing up the Miracle or the Fashion Island bathroom.
Yeah.
God bless you, man. Hope you figured it out.
Yeah. Way to have a child.
I thought he was gonna die.
Way to have a baby in there.
Sir, are you dumping coins into the water? It was like, it was just like he was dumping a bag of coins.
Well, my wife
But
had,
like, it must have been a giant. I was literally like, oh my, I want to record this. Like,
Yep.
Holy fuck, world! Someone share this with me.
Because
when you tell the story, you don't realize what this guy was going through.
Well, what's messed up is if you and I were in the bathroom as grown men, we would have been like,
Oh, you and I laughed. We were up in that fucking big time lawyer's office.
Yep.
I was like, can I go to the bathroom? There's some dude in there in a 3-piece suit laying mud. And then he farted.
shaking a tar.
And me and Callan started laughing. So we couldn't hold it in, started laughing. We came out, I was like, what are we, 3? And I took a handful full of the candy at the desk.
Yeah. In the middle of a conversation.
We don't work with them
All
anymore.
right.
What else you got, F? UFC 198, Brazil. TRT, sorry.
All right. There's so many good fights to talk about on this, but we'll start with our buddy and fighter and the kid alumni, Patrick Cummings. Patty Cummings is fighting Lil Nog.
Love this fight for Pat.
Top of the Fight Pass prelims.
Great fight. Sorry you're on Fight Pass. God, they're trying to push that Fight Pass in our face, and it ain't working, no matter who you put on there. Listen.
Yeah.
Pat Cummins versus Little Nog. It's been a long time coming for Little Nog. I think this is the last time we see Little Nog. Yeah. I think Pat Cummins
should be.
Takes him down, pounds that old weathered tortoise Brazilian face in.
Yep.
And because you're not submitting Pat's very hard to submit.
Yeah.
He rolls with Verdum. I've trained a shitload with him. He is very hard to submit.
Amazing wrestler. The only hope that Little Nog has is he's an excellent boxer.
Amazing
and Pat's
boxer.
got to be really careful.
I mean, you're talking. He's on the national team for Brazil.
So Pat's got to shoot doubles.
He's also 47.
Yeah. Well, he looks 47, but he's actually I think 39.
In fighter years,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like
in fighter
dog,
years,
it's like
he's-
dog
yeah,
years.
he's 50.
67.
Yeah, he's 67.
67
He's-
with
he-
blurred vision.
He can't warm up very well. Even his body is so messed up.
So I was in the back. I think I've told the story before. When he was getting ready, oh my god! Now that I think of the magnitude of this fight, it's insane. I was in the back. I was cornering Pat. I was cornering Pat Cummins when he fought Kyle Kingsbury in San Jose. Little Nog shared a locker room with us. And I love the Nogueiras. 2 of my heroes. Love them. And Little Nog was going to fight Anthony Rumble Johnson. He was so beat up, he couldn't warm up. He was like the Tin Man. They couldn't warm up. He maybe did 3 jabs, 2 half-ass jumping jacks. Then, it's time to roll, baby. And I went, oh, my God. I looked at Pat and went, someone should stop him from going out there. He's fighting Anthony Johnson? And they go, yeah. I went, holy fuck, he shouldn't be out there.
He got
Oh, my
starched.
God.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah. That was not fun to see.
He got a fucking
What is his
one-way
is his
ticket
deal
to
just
Brazil from
knees,
an
neck?
uppercut from the gods of hell.
Knees, neck, everything with him.
Name something.
Yeah.
Probably hurts.
Yeah.
Go. Name anything. Go.
Yeah.
Shoulder? Yeah, check. What
Yeah,
else you got?
everything.
Knees? Yeah, shot.
Yeah.
Face? Not good.
Yeah.
Neck? Trouble.
Yeah.
Great guys, though. Legends. I got Pat Cummins. I will say second round TKO via ground and the pound.
That's a good call. I'm with you on that.
What else you got, Ev?
We got another friend of the show fighting on the FS1 prelims. We got Thiago Santos versus our boy, Nate Marquardt.
Nate the Great has Jesus on his side. Oh, thank God Jesus flies to Brazil.
Jesus. Nate, it can never be counted out. I think he's won his past 2 fights. Am I right about that? On a 2-fight win
Correct.
streak.
He submitted. Submitted the
Samoan
homeboy
guy.
yes, correct. And then he
knocked out.
He beat CB Dalloway.
knocked CB
Yeah.
Dalloway
He
out.
TKO'd CB.
Big win. Big
and then
win.
he lost prior to that. He lost to Kelvin, and prior to that, he lost to Brad Tavares.
Oh, we thought he beat Brad. He didn't though. Yeah, he's right.
Well, he put somebody in an armbar who was God. He's fought a lot since
Yeah,
then.
he has been.
He
fighting.
submitted James Tahuna back in
That's
June,
what we're thinking.
June
That's
2014.
what we're
Yeah,
thinking.
Tahuna.
Okay, so he's 2 out of 4. 2 out of last 4. That's
Yeah,
all good.
and I don't know enough about Thiago. I think is 8-6 or 8. I don't know what his record is.
Thiago
but-
won.
Thiago Santos is way better than that. He
won the Ultimate Fighter.
12-3.
He won the Ultimate Fighter. Is that correct?
He's the guy who you probably. This is what you'll remember from. He head kicked the fuck out of that hockey player, Steve. Steve Boston.
Oh, that's right.
He said, "Hey, boss, check this out. Hockey, huh? Get down."
Yeah, and he more recently beat Elias Theodoro.
Okay, and he's very tough too.
Real
Yeah.
big.
It's a tough fight for Nate Dogg in Brazil.
Well,
I never bet against Nate.
Never.
Ever. Nate the Great for life, son.
I got Nate because it's irrational and I don't care. And
I got Nate because he's our friend. For sure, don't bet on our picks, and he has Jesus on his side.
It's a pretty big underdog.
All right, we're both on the same page here.
Yeah, we are.
it's gonna
What
get
else you got,
It's
Evan?
going to get contentious.
It's gonna
probably.
get crazy.
It's going to get contentious.
We
Keep
should
going.
mark these down and see who's right. Kay, write these down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start keeping track of our
We'll start
fight.
keeping
Now,
track.
From now.
Keep a
from
little,
now.
keep track
There's
of all of
Cummins
us.
Cummins and Nate.
No, our if they're friends, we
Yeah.
can't count them.
Yeah.
Unless one of us
Asterisk.
could get-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's how this show works.
All right,
Pick
what do you
your friends.
got, Ev?
Top of the FS1 prelim. This is a hell of a fight. Matt Brown versus Damian Maia.
Well, this is intriguing.
You go first,
I'm going to
dude.
go 100% with Damian. Here's why. Matt Brown will grind you to a pulp. That dude is as tough as it gets. That guy is his game is to get you against that cage and grind you. However, he's not going to grind or out wrestle Damian Maia. Not in a million. Nobody does. And Damian Maia's hands are very, very good. They seem to keep getting better. So I got to go with Damian Maia on this. As much as I love Matt Brown.
See, the one thing Matt Brown has is he has way better cardio than Damian Maia. Cardio is always an issue for Damian
Really?
Maia. Has always been an issue for him. Always.
His-
It's always been his thing.
His cardio's sick, Matt Brown.
Matt Brown's is sick. He has that
Yeah.
relentless pace. So unless he breaks Damian Maia early, I don't see him beating Matt Brown. I mean,
Really?
I'm saying I don't see Matt. I'm sorry, I don't see Matt Brown beating
No.
him in Brazil.
No.
I got Damian Maia via strangulation.
Yes, and Damian Maia is just on
God damn it!
a
I thought
different
for sure
level.
you can take Matt Brown.
No, can't do it.
Fuck.
Gotta go.
I want to, but Brown's so comfortable in the clinch, and Maia's takedowns specifically from the clinch
So
are pretty
nasty.
goddamn
Did you see what he
good.
did to Gunnar
He's not gonna-
Nelson?
he's not
Did
gonna
you see what he
double
did to
you or
Gunnar
anything,
Nelson?
but-
He's
See what
just
he
a
did to Neil
freak.
Magny?
Yeah, he's just
He
a
should have
freak.
paid people. Or people should have paid him for that seminar he put on Gunnar and Neil Magny.
It's crazy.
We should have went. All right, where do we donate?
He's on a
money?
serious win streak too, isn't he? I
He's a
mean,
fucking monster.
Maya?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
What else you got?
So
Next one up.
for
God,
sure
this
you
whole
do
fucking card is so stacked. We're at the top of the main card, and we got Shogun Hua against Corey Anderson.
Corey Anderson, athletic guy, can never stop looking at his nipples. But
He does have a couple 1-2.
yeah.
I don't know what you call those nipples.
Shogun's had so many fights. I just don't know. I don't know how to really. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know. I don't really.
You know what the X factor is here?
experience?
Brazil. Telling you, you're talking to a guy who fought in Brazil.
Yeah.
All these Brazilians are way better when they have that crowd around them. They fight in their hometown.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Shogun Hua.
I get Corey Anderson.
He's got so much experience. You got Corey?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I just honey baked in that bake.
Yeah.
What else you got, Ev?
No, I'm gonna go with Shogun because
Because
for-
he's Shogun. 'Cause he's a
Because he's
legend.
Shogun. He's in Brazil. He's got a lot of experience, and yeah, he's got
That's not a bad pick.
yeah.
Who else you got, Ev?
Next one we got is we got Chris Cyborg making her UFC debut
Yeah.
against Leslie Smith at I
Yeah.
believe it's 140.
Yeah, Leslie Smith is going to look, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but Leslie Smith is going to look like a pinata, and this is a tune-up fight for Cyborg, and I hate saying it because Leslie Smith, I like her very much. She's just
Think about
and
the
I-
balls on her. No, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Think about the
Yeah.
balls on her to sign up for this fight to fight Cyborg. You remember Jurassic Park when they first get to the park and they're looking at the fucking T-Rex park and there's like all those trees and then you see this little goat go up out of the ground and he's all and there's just like a fucking head. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, listen,
They're like, God, we need a little goat for this
I'm
fucking
I'm
Brazilian
afraid-
T-Rex with cornrows who punches bitches' faces off.
It's gonna be
Leslie
bad.
Smith was like, "Nah, I don't know who that is. I'll do it with this salty record 8-6. Cool. Here's a fucking economy class ticket to
Right,
Brazil.
it's-
Enjoy. Hey, listen. Hey, this is Dana White. This is my
This is
pitch
so
to Leslie.
fucked up.
Hey, I hate to be a dick, but listen. We have this girl, Cyborg. This is silly.
This is
I don't even know
so-
why we're asking.
this
This
is
is silly.
so fucked
Is
up.
there any way you will take this fight because everyone in the world's turned it down? Listen, we'll give you a bonus. I don't know, say $2,000 bonus. You fight this fucking monster Cyborg.
Here's a coach. Here's
Oh,
a
hey,
ticket.
here's a ticket. It's an economy. Most of it's Southwest. You're gonna have 6 layovers. You're gonna get to Brazil.
feels great on your back.
You're gonna have a great time though. You're gonna have a good time. It's a huge card. Yeah, I'll do it. We got her. Okay, cool. We'll send flights right over. That's how that went down.
and a coffin, and you won't be coming back in one piece.
Do I get a +1 for my coaches? You know, I don't think you'll need them for this. I wouldn't do it.
Here's the thing. They're not going to make a difference.
Listen, this is the first time Reebok, they're actually not going to sponsor you. I thought they sponsored everyone. They usually do. And for whatever reason, they don't want to make you a jersey.
Leslie Smith is...
What does she won?
She's a gritty...
What has she fucking won?
I'd love it.
It would be bigger than Buster Douglas, Mike
People
Tyson.
say such good things about her. She's such a good person and all.
Leslie Smith?
Yeah.
She's the one whose ear fell off.
Holy shit.
Yeah, her ear fell off.
How big of an underdog?
Oh, my God. Chris Cyborg is a plus 1,700.
Yeah. Leslie Smith is not
Leslie
that.
Smith-
She's just not athletic enough.
Or
for
sorry,
Cyborg.
I'm sorry. I said Chris Cyborg is a minus 1,700.
Yeah.
Leslie Smith is a plus 1,100.
Yeah.
That is a fucking line if I've ever heard of
So
it.
a lot of people don't know this. You know they offered way bigger stars than Leslie Smith this fight, and all of them said no.
That's that, and they were smart. They're in Brazil. In Brazil.
Even your favorite was like, nah, I'll pass. Even the dudes were like, fuck that noise. Good. Who's gonna fight this bitch?
Nobody.
No one.
No one.
If she came up to me and was like, I heard you were talking shit. Hey, man, you want to act like a dude, talk shit like dude? I'm going to have to defend myself. She might knock my ass out.
Yeah.
She has heavy enough hands.
She's
I'm going
to
to have to double like a bitch.
She'll bang on pretty much anybody like a
Straight
drum.
up
Like a
bang
drum.
on. Like an orangutan.
Like a drum.
She's
Yep.
an orangutan.
She's going to take
cornrows.
And Leslie Smith, I worry about this because I feel she's going to throw a punch, a kick, and get timed, and just it's going to be bad.
Chris
keep your
Cyborg
hands
literally walks through shots and
Yeah.
just goes, gadoosh,
It's a disaster.
gadoosh,
It's a
gadoosh.
fucking disaster.
Get your ass back in
Leslie
the
Smith
county.
should shoot double legs and just lose in by getting submitted. Don't lose by getting knocked out by she hits so
You have
hard.
no choice in this.
It's not good. Hey, let Leslie Smith
Dead man walking.
Let her wear
Dead man walking.
let her wear a helmet.
Imagine if she wins.
Please let her wear a helmet.
I hope she wins.
Let her
It'd be
wear
so
let her wear
fucking sick.
a baseball helmet.
Throw the helmet on. Oh, fuck.
Here, you have to put this football helmet on. It's made by Rydell.
She's going out there. What's this for? That's a steel bat. This is the first time we've ever sanctioned a steel bat. You're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
man.
it's not good. It's not good.
Are those brass knuckles? They are. We're giving you 2 pairs. Listen, we talked to the commission. They're all for it.
This is a
Do you want
gun. This is
too?
a gun.
I don't
and
think it's gonna matter. Would you like a 9mm?
you're going to be on horseback now. Listen. You will be on
What
horseback.
the fuck is that? That's a trained German Shepherd. Now listen,
yeah.
it's probably not gonna matter.
It's not going to matter. Either is the one fact that you're on a horse. She's going to kill the horse from under you. As you fall off, get out of the ring. Jump out of the ring.
Have you ever seen the movie Gladiator? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
going to be. That's right.
Is this a sword and a shield? It is.
Why are you guys wrapping me in bacon? This doesn't make any sense. Because you're food. You're food in shorts. Now listen.
Why do I have to wear this fucking wool cap with ears on it? Because you look like a sheep to all the Brazilians. Now listen, you're gonna sweat a little bit. I need you to leave this on.
Now, if you could
it's
back,
for marketing.
If you could back.
Now,
If you could,
can I
you
hear
do
it back?
back?
Are you kidding me? I'm about to go out there. I know this is ridiculous. We hate to do this. Dana said he'll give you free Reebok shoes if you keep doing this. What?
Can you say back?
Can you say bah?
Bah.
Is that a Reebok sign on the sheep
Bah.
head? Yeah, it is. Listen, it's the only thing we could do to get you sponsored.
Sheep, sponsored by Reebok.
Get your sheep on.
Get your sheep
after
on.
you lose, can you grab the mic and say, get your sheep
Why
on?
am I wearing a sign that says Mowgli? And why is Cyborg in striped shorts? Jungle Book, yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm not afraid of you.
I would love it.
Hey,
if
all
Leslie
due respect to Leslie Smith.
Oh,
We're
Leslie
fucking around.
Smith is
Seriously.
by far the toughest person on this card to fly down there.
Yeah. And she's awesome, and we're just being silly. And,
Oh, we're
and-
being
and
completely
she's awesome.
silly.
But
Yeah,
but
silly.
but
I
yeah,
hope she
but
wins.
I mean, again,
God bless you.
Leslie Smith, as tough as she is, and she's gritty as hell, and she's a badass.
I wouldn't
and a
pick
class
her
act.
if they
It's just
gave her a 9mm.
yeah.
That's how big of an underdog.
She knows that. She's in over her head with this. And,
Maybe.
and,
Or she's one of those girls who's not on social media, has no idea. And she's like, fuck it, I'll take it.
yeah. Well, I wish her the
Is
best.
that a rocket launcher? It is. Now make sure you don't hit any of the fans. Try and aim at Cyborg, but I still don't think it's going to matter.
All right. Well, anyway, there
Why
we
is
go.
Tim Kennedy in my corner? Because if he gets out of control, you tag him in. He's going to come in. Still, I don't think it's going to matter.
It's not going to matter.
It's not going to
It's
matter.
not going to matter. Why is Tim really afraid? All right. So,
Tim didn't make the flight. This is the only thing he's ever turned down in his life. He was supposed to be here.
is that Tim in a wig? All right. So, all right. Let's go.
All right. Chris Cyborg, you want to take Leslie Smith just for the fun?
I'm going to take Leslie Smith. on
Yeah,
this.
right.
I'm taking Leslie Smith.
All right,
By
both
KO.
Cyborg.
By KO.
Both Cyborg via bully beatdown.
Yeah.
All right.
Brazilian bully beatdown, just like I got out there.
Tough.
All right, next one.
Please pay her a bonus.
Anderson Silva against Uriah Hall.
Go ahead, B.
Well, Uriah Hall probably his hero was probably Anderson Silva before he fought.
Correct, sir.
He's got that nasty back kick that can knock you out in the face.
The spin wheel kick.
Yeah, he's super athletic, but he's also dealing with the best of all time in Brazil.
Don't say the GOAT.
In Brazil, yep. And I am going to go with Anderson Silva on this.
God damn it! I thought you were going to take Uriah.
No way.
With your knowledge.
No.
I'll take Anderson too. Listen, if you look at Uriah Hall, anytime he's faced stiff competition, he usually does not pass the test. I like Uriah Hall. This is me as an analyst. Whenever he's faced very stiff competition, beside Gegard Mousasi, he typically loses. You look at his wins in the octagon; they are not impressive. To fight a guy like Anderson Silva at this level as is it the main event or co-main event? It's co-main. Oh, so it's in there.
It's the third fight.
Okay, so it's
from
one of the feature battles.
Don't you mean to fight a national hero in Brazil? To fight a national hero?
Worldwide hero, basically the Bruce Lee of our generation in the UFC. To fight him, and the one knock on Uriah has always been his heart. And then when we go into Brazil, man, it's just a different atmosphere. I think he's going to be rattled. I think you're batshit crazy if you think he's going to do a spinning heel kick and knock Anderson out. Anderson's way too skilled for that, and they've been training for that. I think Anderson's doing a lot of boxing because if there's one weakness in Uriah's game, it would be his boxing, I think. So I think we see a shitload of boxing from Anderson Silva. I think he's going back to the drawing board because he didn't think Bisping was that good of a boxer, so he didn't focus on it, and he got his face boxed off. So I think we see a way better boxer this time out of Anderson Silva, way better movement. I think Anderson wins via TKO.
That's really
But you look at look at Uriah Hall's wins, and they're not. It's kind of he has the Gegard Mousasi win, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But there's a reason Gegard's still ranked higher than him because overall. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
His overall body of work is a lot better. He's beat a lot better guys.
Very athletic guy, a very explosive
Insanely
guy,
athletic, and so talented.
Yeah.
Dude, if Uriah if this is the one fight where he gets him over that hump.
Yeah.
Because, listen, we thought he was over the hump with Gegard, but then he went and lost to Whitaker. So he's not over the hump.
Yeah.
And now you're fighting Anderson Silva. And the other reason why I cheer for Anderson Silva because this is a fight to set the younger generation up. Now, this comes from a guy who they did the same thing when I fought Mirko Krokop, Antonio Nogueira. I was a young guy, and they wanted to make my name off these older guys.
Right.
But being a huge Anderson Silva fan, Anderson Silva doesn't deserve this fight. This does nothing for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's almost disrespectful to toss him this fight.
Right.
So I want to cheer for the guy.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
So I got
Love
Anderson. What else you got him?
This
fucking card's insane.
I know we have to go through like the whole damn thing.
It's insane.
Practically. Co-main event. We're there. Jacare versus Vitor Belfort.
I'm so pumped for this.
These are going to be the fights that make or break our picks.
Yeah, so this is Vitor on, I would imagine, all due respect, on TRT.
I don't know. That's the biggest X factor of the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to see his body at Wayne's.
So
TRT Vitor might be the best fighter of all time.
Really?
TRT Vitor? Think about who he beat. He knocked Luke Rockhold's face off.
Yeah.
He
Michael
fucked
Bisping.
up. He knocked literally Bisping's eye apart.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
He armbarred John Jones. Almost basically fucked his arm up.
Yeah.
Think about all the guys he's fucked up.
Yep.
That's the biggest X factor of all time.
Yeah, his
If
explosion.
it's Vitor that fought Weidman, he's gonna get wrecked.
Yes, his explosive speed and all that, and his accuracy when he boxes and closes that distance. But you're dealing with Jacare, and so Vitor, in my opinion, does nothing to Jacare on the ground. I don't know that Vitor takes Jacare down.
Nor does he want to.
Right. So now we're left with striking match. Jacare has gotten better and better as a striker. Jacare is explosive in his own right. So, but here's the thing. There are two things to consider. One, if Vitor is TRT'd up and he starts kicking and boxing with Jacare, he's going to light Jacare up. In my opinion, Christmas tree. I think so. Now, if Jacare gets him against the fence and they're in a clinch game, does Jacare take him down and submit him? That's a hard thing to do against Vitor because he's been around so long. But if anybody can do it, it's Jacare. So That's the other question. What happens when Vitor's in a clinch? What happens when Vitor's in round 3 and he's exhausted from clinching and having to roll around with Jacare?
Vitor's always had good cardio, except for his last fight. He looked like shit. But
it all depends.
So who do you got?
Jacare.
All right.
You were going to go with Jacare too, weren't you?
Yeah. The whole TRT Vitor thing. Vitor's a way better striker. Again, you look at Jacare's, you look at his body of work in the UFC. It's not that impressive. A lot of decisions. You know, he has some submissions.
He also has a cardio issue.
He hasn't beat any big name guys.
He's got a cardio issue.
And then the one guy that he fought, Romero, he lost. Granted, that fight, I thought he kind of won, but he did lose that fight.
Yeah.
So he really hasn't, in the UFC, he really hasn't beat any big names. So, a TRT Vitor, and it's the fresh Vitor, he's probably going to kick his face off. But I don't think we're going to see that Vitor. I don't think so. It's tough, man. But I have Jacare just because youth and stuff like that. So.
You know what? I'm going with Vitor.
This is a toss-up. It really is.
I'm going with Vitor.
That's fair. I get Jacare.
Now, read off the last fight.
Main event time.
I know who you're taking too.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Bryan.
Fabrizio Verdum or Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight title.
There's going to be a new champion. And the reason there's going to be a new champion is Stipe. I watched that fight with Verdum and Hunt again this morning. And Verdum was losing that fight and getting hit. And he threw that flying knee and caught Hunt. But
was Verdum losing that fight?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Yes, he was 100% losing that fight. He got punched in the face and sat on his ass. He got hit behind the ear and sat on his ass. So in both rounds, he got knocked down by punches.
So you think he was losing both rounds before he knocked him out?
100%. And he was throwing those kicks. And as he was throwing those kicks, Hunt was timing them. And he timed one perfectly and caught him right square in the face and sat him on his ass.
Talking about the K1 champ, Mark Hunt?
Yes.
Okay.
So if Verdum thinks that his low kicks are going to affect Stipe, I think he's going to be in for a rude awakening. Stipe's hands are so damn good. And think about this for a second. He dismantled and destroyed Andrei Arlovsky. He basically, a lot of people, but a lot of people had him beating JDS, which is saying a lot.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
It could have went either way.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
100%.
It wasn't like Shab or
Yeah,
Arlovsky.
but it was just a very, very good. You saw Stipe, and Stipe's got power in his hands.
Cardio.
He's got power in his hands, and I don't see Fabrizio taking him down.
You say he has power in his hands. The only knockouts he has in his last 2 fights. Before that, they were all decisions.
Yeah.
Against guys like Joey Beltran.
Well, I think he knocked Beltran out.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
He beat
Sure?
him in decision.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
And then you got to remember his last loss.
Faisal, I'm thinking about. He knocked out.
Then you got to remember his last loss. Obviously, he lost to JDS, but then he got knocked out by Struve. He's been knocked out before.
Yeah, but he's
a monster. He's on a tier too.
And I feel like he didn't even have a real training camp. Remember, like his training camp, like he was in
for who?
Michigan.
For Roy Nelson, he didn't have a real training camp.
Yeah, but he's a full-time fireman and stuff like that. And I feel like now for this title shot, he's got to be training full-time. Where's he training at? Where's his camp?
Cleveland.
In Cleveland?
He trains in Cleveland.
Okay.
I think it's just like him and Jessica I.
I don't know what his training camp is.
He's been with
like.
the same training camp the whole time.
Okay, but God, his boxing and his wrestling's really good, and and Fabrizio, as great as he is, he looks so good against Travis Brown, though. I don't know, but I'm definitely going.
You're taking Stipe.
I have to go with Stipe.
Yeah, I think Stipe versus Cain would be a better matchup for Stipe. I just think the reason why the heavyweight's so fun is because it could rotate depending who's fighting, and this is just a bad matchup for Stipe. You take him down, you're getting submitted. You want to stay on the feet. I mean, granted, Stipe's knocked out his last 2 guys. He's just not a knockout artist. He's not a heavy puncher. He's never been known as a heavy puncher. So then you're left at playing this tag game with Verdum. Well, Verdum is a fucking monster when it comes to striking. Knees, elbows, Muay Thai. You know what I'm saying? From King's MMA, he's a monster.
Smart, crafty.
He outsmarts guys. And also, don't be surprised if Verdum takes Stipe down.
Really?
It's a long night for Stipe.
Hard to take Stipe down. Who has?
No, I don't. He's been taken down. He pops
down?
up. Yeah, he's popped up. He's been taken down once, I think, or twice. But he pops up.
Tough to take him down.
Travis Brown's very tough to take down.
Yeah.
Verdum took him down 3-4 times. Slammed him down.
Yeah.
Slammed him down.
That's-
And then you're talking about the best in the world on the ground. You know, so
Definitely the best heavyweight maybe ever, right? On the ground.
he's up there. Him or Frank Mir when you're talking about pure MMA.
Yeah.
As far as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah.
Verdum's better.
Yeah.
MMA, it's man. You're talking about the first guy to submit Fedor. You know, and he fucking submitted Nogueira and Cain. Yeah, so Verdum's a monster. I just think stylistically it's too much for Stipe, and it's in Brazil. And I love Stipe was a training partner. I love Stipe.
Yep.
Love Stipe, dear friend of mine. However, I just if anyone else, I usually take Stipe. In this fight, I just think Verdum's a bad matchup for him. I got Verdum.
There it is.
Via TKO.
Oof. Can't wait for these fights.
Yeah. So, boom.
Well-
UFC 198, best card fucking a long time.
Let's do some current events, yeah.
Or we can cover it real quick. Did you see Orlovsky Overeem? That means no. Took you too long to answer. But
Did I see the fight?
yes.
I didn't see the fight.
Yeah.
Who won?
That's why I said no.
Who won?
Overeem TKO'd him in the second round. Orlovsky looked good in the first round, was coming at him, and then he was coming a little bit too hard, and then Overeem did like this Karate Kid kind of jumping kick, and it wobbled him, and then he finished him off on the ground.
What's that do for Orlovsky now?
Yeah, again at heavyweights, everyone's older, man. Everyone's so old, like he can keep going. Really, like if it was anyone else, you're like God, probably the end of the road.
Is that 3 losses?
It's
or?
two. It's two.
Two
Lost
losses.
Stipe and lost that, but he had 4 wins before that.
Yeah.
Really 3. He didn't beat
tough
me.
loss.
But
Tough loss.
and then so Overeem, they're saying he's probably getting a title shot next.
He should. Overeem's very intriguing. I keep forgetting about Overeem.
I think you got to do Cain Overeem.
How did Overeem look before,
He's
before I
definitely
knocked
off
him out?
stuff. But
No, but I mean, how does he look? How's his movement and
Good.
his speed?
good.
Yeah.
Good. I'd like to see.
How would Overeem do against
See,
Verdum, do you
if
think?
Cain beats, they've fought twice. If Cain beats Travis Brown, which I think he will, which is a tough fight for Cain, that's a toss-up. But if Cain does beat him, I'd like to see Cain versus Overeem for the title shot next. That's a fucking fight.
Yeah.
Great fight. And then Struve, knocked out Bigfoot in 20 seconds?
Oh, boy.
Bigfoot rushed him. He got clipped, and then Bigfoot needs to stop. That's 6 in a row.
I don't know if it's 6 in a row, but it's 4 straight by knockout.
You know why it's 6 in a row? Well,
TKO.
it's 5 in a row because his one, Romero went to draw but turned no contest because he was on supplements against Mark
That
Hunt.
makes
So
me
that's 5
sad.
in a
That
row.
makes me sad.
It's the sport, my brother.
Yeah, I know.
He should probably stop, though.
Yeah.
If one guy should probably stop, it's probably him.
Yeah.
5.
No, he TKO'd Soa Palele, but he's dropped 4 of his last 5. And he's been finished in all 4 of those.
Probably time.
Actually, no. The last 5 fights that he's lost, he's gotten finished in, all by TKO or KO.
It's time to stop.
Yeah, time to stop.
Yeah, time to stop. Now, maybe the TRT thing's messing with him, He was the guy who actually needed it.
Yeah.
But again, we can't have that.
No.
You just can't have that.
It's weird because he gave an interview before the fight, and he was saying that his body can now naturally produce testosterone, which, I'm not a doctor, but that makes absolutely no sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Who knows?
But that guy's hurting, man. All right, what do you got for current events Evan the Body of the Beard?
All right.
My brain hurts from bringing back the archives of MMA here.
All right, we'll start with the Delray police in Florida. They caught the guy who killed Jordan Parsons.
What? That guy's fucked.
Yeah, well, this dude's got a nice little rap sheet on him, too. That shouldn't really comes as no surprise once you read it, that this guy would pull his kind of like dirtbag coward move. And he tried to get the Range Rover fixed, the mirror that he got knocked off. He tried to get that fixed. The mechanic or body shop guy wouldn't do it. So then he got a
Smart
storage
guy.
unit for the car and hid the car in there. He was going like 120 miles an hour when he hit this guy. He's got a DUI on his record. He's got assault against an officer or a firefighter on his record. He's got a whole bunch of shit. But fortunately, he's been caught, apprehended. So
Somebody told me the average person that gets out of state prison has, I read it, and somebody told me, literally 10 or 15 prior arrests. The average, something crazy like that.
It's a vicious cycle,
Yeah.
man. Thank God they caught that fuck. Now what happens to him?
hopefully he gets put away for a while.
Oh, yeah.
For sure manslaughter.
With the record that he already has,
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope the
and the
homies run a
shit that he
train
pulled-
on him.
Yeah, and the shit.
I
that he
hope the
pulled trying
homies
to
go
get it-
orangutan on him.
Yeah, he's
It's an idiot. Killed a guy, man. Innocent guy. Innocent fighter. 25 years old. Killed him.
sucks. Friends, Matt Mitrione, I guess, right?
Well, they're all on the same team.
Oh, they're
Black
on the same
Zillions.
team.
Yeah, all of them.
What a bum.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
What else you got to have that? Thank God they cut that fuck.
I know, it's so frustrating. It's like people fuck up, horrible things happen by accident, but when something like that happens, you got to sack up. You got to be a man and take, responsibility for what happened.
Yeah, but
Don't
that guy
hide your car.
That guy doesn't think like
He's
that.
never taken responsibility in his life.
Yeah, he's a coward.
That guy needs a little Brian Callen in his life.
Damn right he does.
All right, moving on. Josh Emmett, a kid from Team Alpha Male who fought this week on, I think it was like 10 days notice, won against
Bald kid
John
with
Tuck.
tattoos? Is bald kid?
Yeah, bald white guy tattoos.
Yeah, word.
Compound fractured his finger, bone sticking entirely out of it, showing it off to the camera and everything. One of the more gruesome injuries.
You have a picture of it?
Yeah, I'll show you a video. He was flashing it out to the camera.
See this?
Gnarly.
They stopped the fight? Ref stoppage?
No, he won. He made it to the end of the fight. So he got John Tuck threw a wheel kick.
He blocked
basically nothing but the guy's finger, and fucked it up real good. And he made it.
Bones break and they break through skin. Bones break and they break through skin. If you don't get it fixed, it'll get infected. Then you'll fucking die.
So you want to be a fighter? I can't wait. Let me see it. Rewind it again.
Bones break and they break through skin.
He looks fresh off the set of
Bones
American
break
History
and
X. Oof. What a beast. God, dog.
That is all bones sticking out of that.
Ah, yeah. Why does it get me horny?
Danny Castillo posted
sorry.
the gnarliest video, like a close-up of it afterwards.
That's fucking nasty.
Well, there you go.
That guy's such a beast.
Yep, it's called fighting. Keep going with current events.
All right, next one that we got.
I don't care about a broken finger.
That's more than a broken finger, my man.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, whatever.
Next one is from Invicta this weekend. Tanya Evinger retained her title, but it was what happened after she won her title that's got a lot of people talking. She, after a 5-round fight, immediately goes to her corner, pukes in her spit bucket, gets her hand raised, and then plants a big fat kiss on the in octagon interview girl.
Ugh.
Oh,
Wait, is that her girl or no? Just a.
yeah. Nothing like a little stomach bile.
Ugh.
And that's right after puking in a bucket.
Ugh. Well, that's what.
She must like her.
That's that girl fighting shit.
Yeah, likes the way she smells.
Probably shits with the door open too.
Sir.
You know what?
She probably shits with the door
All those
open too.
girls.
Yeah.
Like camping and shit, shitting in the woods and stuff.
I dated a
Can't be my
beautiful girl
girlfriend.
who I found out turned out to be a hooker later on, but she was so hot, and she goes, "I've had trouble pooping." And I was like, huh? And she goes, oop, I think I got to poop. And she ran. I didn't even know her. I knew her, I don't know, for 3 days. And she pooped. And the way she made it all cute, it really wasn't that bad.
That's
I was
disgusting.
I was like, ah. She goes, I know, I had trouble
She'd come
pooping.
back and my door would be locked. Oh, come on. I just shit my pants.
Don't shit with
That's
the
why you're out
door
there.
open. She shits with the door open.
Guarantee that girl.
I got to
shits with
shake
the
a
door
guitar.
open.
I'll be right back. Oh, Christ. I got to go to my office.
See, I'm maybe I'm old school or maybe I'm just a fucking man, but I like to keep it sexy, man.
So do I, dude.
I like to keep it sexy.
So do I. I don't want
none of that.
I don't want to
shit.
mix any poo-poo with.
No farting, no burping, no poop. What?
Yeah, I agree. I'm just with you on that. I'm just with you.
Can't ride with Big Brown.
I told you I talked to that girl's a mountain climber, pretty. She goes, well, the only problem is you got to take a shit in the snow.
Okay.
Oops. I was like, now I'm thinking about shit in snow. All I'm thinking about is brown poo-poo on white snow, and you've ruined my image of you.
Ugh.
Every time I see you, I think of contrasts.
What else you got?
One
Ev?
smells and the other's cold.
All right, this one
One's
this one
warm and
caused a big
steamy, and the
stir.
other will hurt your hands. It's so cold. Keep going.
This one caused a big stir over the weekend. Misha Tate went on Joe Rogan's podcast and told a story about Ronda Rousey cussing out Paige Van Zandt at a Reebok party simply because Paige sent a congratulations tweet to Holly after she won her fight against her.
Yep.
Go ahead,
She called her a fuck you, fair weather bitch.
Yes.
My issue, of course, with that is that it's not civil. It's poor sportsmanship, and I guess the bummer for me is that it's just not a very good example to a lot of young girls.
Listen, Ronda's about as friendly as a rattlesnake. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You don't become a girl.
It's no
champion.
secret. Look at her on the Ultimate Fighter.
Well, it's coming out now. Like if you're a dick, it's not the way the show's edited. It's not the way you come off in interviews. It's just your personality. She's as friendly as a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it, that's what you get. I don't think anyone should be surprised.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's just a bummer though, because she talks
Paige,
about setting
listen,
a
if
good.
you're crying, call me. We can go over it step by step.
Yeah.
I've been known to help. We can talk it out at Big Brown.
I run a sanctuary.
You can slide into those DMs.
I teach a relaxation workshop.
Listen, I
Page only.
I kind of tutor girls that Ron has been mean to.
I tutor them.
I tutor.
I present my chest, and you can wet it down with your girl
It's
tears.
called Big Brown's Sanctuary, and we call it orangutan.
And by sanctuary,
Listen, I will give you the full orangutan treatment for a very low price of $19.99.
and by that I mean a person of the forest, orangutan.
I'm a person in the forest. Person in the forest. I hate rattlesnakes too. Now listen, I want to talk to you about this incident. No, yeah, we can. I mean, what can you do, man? Bitches gonna be bitches.
It's just a bad example, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't.
I've
want
never
your
said
daughter-
any- I
you
never
don't
s-
want, no, neither. You
I've
don't
never
want your
said anything
daughter
bad
growing
about
up to
Ronda.
act like that. You can't have that.
It just bums me out.
Imagine if every girl act like that.
It bums me out. I think if you're a champion or
Go
if
do
you're
that
a-
shit in Russia. Let me know how it
if
goes.
you're a high-profile person like that, and I don't care, I know, she probably has a point of view on it, Ronda, but if there are a lot of people that look up to her, a lot of girls, and she talks about that, a lot of young girls that use her as a role model. I think when you behave that way, I do think you, in some ways, I personally think you should be cognizant of your behavior.
100% you
Yeah,
should.
and you pay a price for it. Look what happens. And you know who looks great? Misha Tate. You know I admire
God,
Misha
she's
Tate.
killing it.
And you know
Hey,
I want
what-
my
what-
daughter
hey,
to
what
be?
did-
I want my daughter to be Misha Tate.
Or Holly.
Yeah, or Holly.
But what did I tell you when Misha was champion? I went, there's a girl. The first thing I said to you, I went, there's a girl you can tell your daughters to be like.
100%.
Listen to her on Joe Rogan's podcast. She's a fucking dime piece. There's nothing manly
Oh, my
about
God,
that girl.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
a fuck.
Yeah.
Her ass is first class All American.
Yeah.
And then she's very pretty. Doesn't look like fighter. And the way she carries herself.
you know what I think of
and
her?
She's been a pro for 10 years.
Do you know what-
And she finally all this adversity, and she speaks very well. She
Yes.
tears it up when she's on UFC Tonight.
100%. Do you know the best way to describe it is that she's balanced as a human being, and when I think of Ronda, I don't see a lot of balance.
No,
That's
but
the
most
issue.
champions aren't though.
Yeah.
B. Ronda's the exception because not the
Misha's
exception.
the exception.
Misha's the
Yeah.
exception because, like, if you listen to Rogan
you're
talk
right.
to Misha, Rogan goes, "You're so level. Like she doesn't get up, she doesn't get down. She's just very calm and leveled. She's just a beast, man.
Yeah.
She's exactly what the sport needs
She's-
for women's to grow.
Yeah.
As much as Floyd Mayweather was kind of holding the boxing world back, hate to say it, I think Ronda was doing the same in the women's division. Her being so dominant and so aggro and look at these muscles. This muscle does everything.
Well,
Don't be a do-nothing bitch.
I have less trouble with that. I have more trouble with her lack of civility.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that hindered the women's progression in sports. So I think Misha, being very girly, trains her ass off, speaks well. She's good at breaking down fights.
yeah.
I think it's actually helping the sport.
The way she spoke about Holly, like that tweet or that Instagram message, and then this, it's very hard to root for her.
You're talking about Ronda.
Yeah, it's really hard, man. I have a problem with it.
What can you
I've
do?
never said anything.
Your true colors will always come out.
Yeah,
If you're an actor.
I feel bad even
fine.
saying that, but
Why? Well, I don't know why.
it's just the truth,
Yeah,
because
you're
I
not-
like Ronda, because
We
the
both
time
do.
the time I spent with her, I liked her, getting to know her through you and stuff, and I guess I'm bummed out a little bit by that behavior. That's kind of what it is.
I will say this: I am not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yes, yeah.
What else you got,
know
Ev?
her well.
We got one more, and this has been such a heavy fight talk episode. So we're going to switch it up a little bit, do some politics.
Yes.
The Philippines elected this guy, Rodrigo Duterte, who's basically, he's Trump times like 100 over in Asia. He's basically known for making rape jokes,
Do you know this guy, B?
Viagra-fueled sexcapades, and promising to execute 100,000 people. This guy has said and done some wild shit.
He's promised to execute 100,000 people.
Oh, yeah, he brags about wanting to kill people all the time.
And he's got nominated?
Yes, elected.
Holy fuck.
So he's a serial killer, and
How the fuck did he get elected?
He's so gnarly. These are all direct quotes. All of you who are into drugs, you sons of bitches, I will really kill you. I have no patience, no middle ground. Either you kill me or I will kill you idiots. If elected, he has vowed to execute 100,000 criminals and dump them into Manila Bay. He's also suggested that he himself has killed people before. I watched this video that they're referencing last night on John Oliver's show.
Yeah.
He basically just straight up is like, yeah, I've killed two or three people, a couple people here and there.
Okay, well, the
You losing
Philippines
track of
probably
how
don't
many people
need
you
that.
killed? Not a good sign.
yeah,
Well,
that's what you get when you have probably a group of poor people or an economy where people feel disenfranchised. You have a sharp profile, a demagogue who says flamboyant things, who basically says, I'm gonna restore law and order, I'm gonna make things better for you, and you know, if you're not an educated voter, history's full of men like this that come to power.
And obviously Trump's not a dictator. Obviously Trump's not to this extreme, but when you say that's what's going on here, how uneducated voters are like, oh, I like Trump.
Trump though taps into a deep-seated anger and a
you don't think this guy is in the Philippines though?
Yeah, probably, but yeah, I think they're I'm leveling degrees.
This fucking guy's at a 10. He murders people. Trump's at like a 5 on craziness. But I'm saying I think they both tap into this kind of like something has to change.
Frustration.
We've dealt with the regular people.
Yeah.
Now come on. You know?
Yeah.
Weird. It's very strange.
Yeah, it is. It is, and that's why ignorance is not bliss, and political commitment, philosophical commitment is fucking important. Because if you're not politically and philosophically committed, and what I mean by that is if you haven't taken the time to really understand why you feel about the way you feel, if you don't understand the meaningful difference between things, you are at risk of being used as a pawn by people who are more powerful than you. There's no other way to put it. Mm-hmm. You're going to end up voting for somebody you're going to end up being left with choices you don't like, like we are now in 2016. It's a wash. I don't think anybody likes anybody.
No, but we have to fucking pick one.
Yes, and that's where we all bear responsibility to an extent. Both parties do, especially the Republicans who they're so divided that it's one or the other. So
not cool. What else you got?
That's a wrap for currents, but just for a little slight clarification, the polls have not closed in Philippines, but it's like a foregone conclusion. Like he's dominating the polls.
Jesus.
We should also talk about Facebook editing, the people that worked at Facebook editing out conservative news, even though it was trending.
Have you seen this, Ev? No. I think it just came out today.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit of breaking news on CNN.
Yeah.
You want to read this one, B?
I had it now.
Breaking news with Bryan the Kid Count.
Breaking news with Bryan the Kid Count. It was amazing, man. Facebook. But
you don't have it.
Certain things that trend on their news and people that work at Facebook. Do you have the actual article or no? I don't. I did and I don't now. I could bring it up. But the bottom line is Facebook basically a lot of the people were basically.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just pulled it up. So one thing that you should right off the bat take into account, and this is being reported by former Facebook workers, so it could be disgruntled Facebook workers.
It's a lot of them.
On one hand, it's like, well, no one knows the product closer than you two.
It's also independent contractors who are talking about this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So basically, the first line right off the bat is Facebook workers routinely suppressed news stories of interest to conservative readers from the social network's influential trending news section, according to a former journalist who worked on the project.
And that's a former journalist, yeah.
Well, it's just one?
No. It's a number of people that have come.
How many is it, Ev?
Several former Facebook news curators, as they were known internally, also said that they were instructed to artificially inject selected stories into the trending news module, even if they weren't popular enough to warrant inclusion.
So they were basically trying to get their agenda out there in the world and suppress something they don't agree with, which is terrible journalism, and it's biased, and it's basically
if you're getting
lying.
news from Facebook, though,
well, Facebook's trending is huge. It's
well,
and it was for a long time considered a very credible news source because it was what was trending, and
I don't get my news. I've never
and more importantly, it was what people were talking about, and if that's being manipulated, that's a lie. And you're saying one thing, but it
seemingly operates much like a traditional newsroom.
Yes.
What comes out there is going to be curated around the people who actually work there and their inherent biases. So if you work at Facebook, which you could probably, you could safely say that it's probably a more liberal place to work.
For sure.
But it can't be just biased.
If those people control what goes into the news.
But they've also got to be curators of information as it's happening, and they remember.
But
it's
is that
trending.
their job?
It's a trending news site, so you've got to. If certain stories are trending, and you are presenting yourself as that particular news feed, which is a news feed that is trending. And when you pretend it's not and inject artificial stories that are not trending, now you're misrepresenting yourself, and that's what the big problem is.
I feel like it's their obligation. Like they're not obligated to report all news.
Well, they're not technically they're not like a traditional news source. It's not like going to CNN
but
or
it
Fox
still makes them look very bad.
Because CNN and Fox also has their agendas too.
Yeah.
They do have their agendas too,
Big time.
but their agendas and also the news that they present is it goes through a number of filters. The editorial board, they check sources and everything else. The main issue with this is that certain things were trending, certain things organically among people were trending.
And they didn't blast it out.
Yeah, and Facebook was supposed to show.
I don't have
that.
a problem with
You know
that.
what to expect with those.
But you have to have a problem with it if Facebook says that's what it is. So when you go to see what's trending, and Facebook is actually manipulating what's trending based on a couple of people in the newsroom, that's where it's a problem because they're saying.
I get the problem. I'm saying,
they're saying, for example,
I'm saying I don't go I don't go to Facebook to find out what's trending.
A lot of people do.
A ton of people do.
Yeah.
But I think if you didn't think that there was a biased opinion from the get-go, like when I watch CNN or Fox News, I get it. Sometimes I'm getting honey-dicked. They obviously have an agenda. I assume Facebook does too.
Everybody does.
Yeah,
People are
everyone
gonna
does.
have,
Unless I'm reading something,
they're going to
I'll
present.
go to
They're going to
multiple
present an
sources.
angle of a story. They're going to present
that benefits them.
They're going to put certain stories
they're
front
gonna be
page.
biased.
They're going to put certain stories front page. As opposed
We're biased
to,
on this show towards a lot of shit. And if I own Facebook, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to be biased on a lot of stuff. So I assume they
But
are.
a lot of it was sort of surreptitious. It was done secretly. It was done, and it was also, you're also saying this is trending when actually something else was trending.
See, I feel like they have that right, though.
They don't. And they're going to be in this.
Are they?
Yeah,
They'll
that's
be
why
in
it's newsworthy.
Oh, no, I'm sure they'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, how can they be in trouble, though, if they're not
Well,
legit?
they're in trouble.
That's not their duty,
Within
though.
their management, what happens is their brand, if your brand is presenting itself one way and people internally are actually manipulating what's actually
they
trending.
never came out and said that we're equal,
But they have, and they're considered part of their brand is when they're trending news like that. That's a huge part of why people go to Facebook. So if suddenly they find that they're being lied to, which they were, it's going to be a problem for them, and they'll correct it. I think.
I wonder if they have to.
I don't think
if
so.
I'm Mark Zuckerberg, I'm not doing
I think
shit.
the only reason this happens in every newsroom across the globe. The problem, it's not even a problem. The reason why I think this is news right now. Because we're in election season.
No, it's different.
It's important to conservatives, so they're going to push that, of course.
It's different, guys. It's different. It's different in that Facebook says this is what's trending, and that is according to what people organically are talking about
on their site.
Generally, like they do it, it's like an algorithm, right? So something's so.
But the algorithm's on their site.
Donald Trump's being talked about, right? And there's a conservative story is being talked about. What they'll do is they'll say, yeah, we know it's trending.
But they'll put this
we know
one
people are
above it.
going to see what's trending, but we're putting this in there. And nobody's actually talking about it. But we want, us small handful, want people actually reading
to think this.
Yeah. You wouldn't see that actually. With the New York Times and that place, their first duty is information. And of course they're biased. New York Times, my father's always pulling his hair out. They're so
there's
liberal,
bias
left
everywhere.
wing. But it's still a very credible source of news and information, and it's a little bit different.
I feel like Facebook's a little different though in the social media world.
Yeah.
Like it's obviously a problem. They should definitely
Yeah.
not do that, but I don't think they're going to be in trouble.
No, I mean they're not going to. Facebook is here to stay.
No, I just don't think there's going to be many
Well, we'll see. It'll be interesting.
It
to
is
see
interesting
how people feel because
I
know
assume they're doing
people,
some shit. Everyone just on their phone, huh?
Got myself a little dropping knowledge, but before we go to dropping knowledge, I got to tell you, I feel great, and you know why? Because I sleep hard. I sleep hard, and I sleep American, and I sleep true. And you know why? Do you know why, Brendan? I'll tell you why.
I do know why, because you didn't import your mattress from ISIS. Because
Well,
you're a goddamn American, and you sleep on Casper mattresses.
You're darn
and
right.
so do the President of the United States. What else? I made that up about the presidents.
Yeah.
I was
don't know.
patriotic. I was
are.
patriotic, and I got too into it.
You are.
That's a
You
false
get-
claim by Big Brown.
you get-
Presidents
but-
don't sleep on those mattresses, but they should.
Yeah. Well, they
Hey,
certainly.
Obama, hit me up. I'll send you one.
Yeah, but these are premium mattresses. But here's the thing: you get them for a fraction of the price, and you and I know that because we sleep on one every single
damn
day.
night.
I mean, when you're talking about $500 for a twin size or $950 for a king size, all right? And by the way, if you're a fighter and the kid listener, you get $50. I'm talking about $50 toward the mattress purchased by visiting Casper.com/fighter and using the promo code fighter at checkout. That's Casper.com using the promo code fighter at checkout. And I am telling you, what's great about this is it's an online retailer. It comes to you squished up into this little thing that you can actually pick it
It
up.
looks like it came from outer space.
Yeah, you're
And
not
then you
moving
cut
a
it
giant
and it goes
mattress. Yeah, and it just goes boom, like that.
It's like Michael J. Fox packed himself from Back to the Future. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it's
We both sleep on him.
Yeah, long-lasting support.
Put your sleep on. I'm sleepy right now talking about him.
It really does. It combines premium latex foam with memory foam, and I'm
Boom.
telling you right now, it's awesome. I always say this. I gave up a $300, $800 mattress for my Casper, and I couldn't be happier. Casper.com, you know the deal. Now, a little dropping knowledge, kids.
Drop that knowledge on my motherfucking face. Drop that knowledge
Sir?
in my motherfucking mouth. Go and drop it deep.
Listen, I'm gonna.
I was
have to
bored
talk to
after
you.
that read.
Dorothy
Drop
Sayre.
my mouth.
Dorothy Sayre, who was a detective crime novelist in the vein of Agatha Christie. In the 1940s, she wrote a great essay called Why Work. Look it up. It's called Why Work by Dorothy Sayre. It's inspiring. She kind of realized that during the war in this country, people were working, and they were working so hard, and there was great camaraderie, even in factories. And she realized it was because people were working because they felt like they were adding value to a cause. And then when the war was
the
over,
economy?
it just
Trying to
to the
rebuild
cause of the war. They were supporting the war. It was a just war. It was fighting fascism, etc. And she kind of went, that's how we should always work. So I just wanted to read a couple of little things.
I had the weirdest thought. Keep going.
What was the
No,
thought? No,
stupid.
tell me.
No,
I love
go.
it. 'Cause you
Just
started
go.
laughing.
No, because all I could think of is that Neil Diamond song in my head. We're coming to
We're coming
America.
to America today.
Today.
My country, 'tis a thee.
Oh,
Sweet land of liberty.
how lame is that song?
Of the ice.
I remember my dad, we were in a Ford Taurus, and we would be going to the ARC thrift store, and my dad let us pick out one thing, and we were in a blue, North Carolina blue Taurus, and it had my son's honor student from Virginia Court Elementary sticker on the back. And we'd get in there, my dad would be like, you boys ready? He'd put in that tape, and be like, we're coming to America.
He did have a great voice. God, Neil Diamond had a great voice.
What a cheesy song,
We're
though.
coming to America
Today. Hey, everybody.
My
I'm Neil
country.
Diamond. Oh, I got Dockers and a Tommy Bahama shirt
No,
on.
don't
Today.
talk about the great Neil
Hey,
Diamond that way.
Who wants to go to Applebee's and get a Sizzler
Hey,
today?
that's enough of that. Hello again. Hello.
See, those songs are nice, but this that American one's so fucking cheesy.
a little cheesy.
When he wrote that, hey, I need everyone to gather around. We're coming to America.
today.
I bet his family was like,
My country, 'tis of thee. Sweet
these
land
Dockers
of
are tired
liberty,
as shit.
Of the island. All right.
Saving
I wanted to
Silverman,
read you
remember
just
they're
a couple
obsessed with Neil
of.
Diamond.
Yeah. I wanted to read you just a couple of
I'm
things.
sorry, Brian. When you're saying that story about America, that just kept going through my head, and I had a flashback, man. It was like Throwback Thursday. Me and my dad's Taurus.
Yes.
Today. Me and my brother would high five. Today.
So this is a couple of questions, a small excerpt from Why Work, and she asks 4 questions I wanted to share, because most of us are stuck in jobs.
Why work, bitch? I need money.
Yeah, well, most of us are stuck in jobs we don't like, we're not inspired by, and I
said,
get that.
You said
and I get
why
that.
work though?
But ask yourself this, or maybe ask your kid, maybe pass this on to your kid if you're in a job that you can't get out of. But just keep this in mind. She said,
These are 4 questions, B.
yeah.
Give them to me.
She said, take the attitude we'd have if we were doing something for unpaid work that we have when we do our hobbies, our leisure interests, the things we make and do for pleasure. And making that the standard of all our judgments and about things and people. Watch this. She goes, we should ask of our enterprise, not will it pay, but is it good? Of a man, not what does he make, but what is his work worth? Of goods, not can we induce people to buy them, but are they useful things well made? And of employment, not how much a week, but will it exercise my faculties to the utmost? And I love those questions. And I guess my dropping
We're trying to
knowledge
make
is,
profit, bitch.
is ask yourself the right questions. When you ask yourself the right questions, it gives you a different perspective, a different angle, and it will cause you to look at things differently. And so keep those in mind. I think those are good questions to ask the next time you get into something, or you're looking for a job, or even looking into something you want to get better at. Once again, will it pay? No. Is it good? what is my work worth, not what does he make, and are they useful things well made, not will people buy them, and how much a week? No. Will it exercise my faculties to the utmost? Amen. Thank you, Dorothy Sayer, and your essay, Why Work?
Let's sing her that American
Let's sing her a song.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Jumping to fan questions. I can't wait to hear the fans. But you know what?
Oh, what time is it? What time is it? What
It's time for you to get a movement watch, an
It's time to step your
MVMT
game up.
watch. Listen, you've said to me off air, you know we don't lie.
You know I collect watches.
Yep.
Breitlings, Rolexes, yada, yada, yada.
And
I
they're-
rock my movement watch all the time.
You do. You actually wear.
For real.
You have.
You see me on Jay and Dan wearing it?
Yes.
I wore it at our last live show.
Brennan
I wear
has
the rose gold one.
expensive watches, and he wears that movement watch.
I love
all the
them,
time.
man. They're thin. They're classy.
What is the one you're wearing now? The rose.
The rose gold. It's all rose gold with a black face.
Yeah.
They're simple. They're classy.
Love it.
You wear them in suits. I love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not honey dicking you guys. I love
Guaranteed
this
for
watch.
2 years. Founded by I think college.
They were college kids
Yeah,
who
they were-
they couldn't afford nice watches, so they came up with this brand. Cuts out the middleman.
Yep.
They start at $95. It's a great watch, simple, clean, classy. That's why people dig them. You'll see them. They're all over. They're marking. They're really on the come up.
Well,
man.
you're a fashion icon now. I noticed a lot of our fans are dressing like you. If Big Brown
I
wears
would
it,
not call myself an icon.
they don't look at me. Go to Movement MVMTwatches.com/fighter today, and they'll give you a 15% discount on your entire order. That's MVMT, movementwatches.com/fighter. Outstanding product that we stand behind.
They got great watches, guys.
Fan
For
questions,
reals.
please.
Fan questions. Fan questions. I can't stop seeing that. We're coming to America.
We're coming to America today.
Today.
Our country 'tis of thee.
Imagine if that bitch tried to release that song right now. Get the fuck out of my office.
It's true. Things have changed.
We're coming to America. See, if I'm Donald Trump, that's my theme song. Every time I come out, I'm playing that cheesy music. Because then we're like, yeah, America, man. Like when I was singing, I want to grab your hand.
Yeah. There you go. Good, man.
All right.
Go ahead, dog.
First one we got from JKB15.
What's up, JKB50?
Yeah, JK.
Hey,
First off-
hey, do you hate followers? For sure, making it.
Fucking burn.
Oh, burn! Because I'm
Burned his ass.
American.
He's American.
got a lot of energy.
I'm freaking out.
Me too,
I gotta
man.
go box.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
First off, shout out from Kuwait.
All right.
Will you ever consider busting a Bob Hope and doing a Support the Troops tour? Hashtag 5th Marines.
Okay, so you're a Marine. For a second there, I thought this was ISIS trying to honey dick us to go out.
Ah, you silly goose. ISIS is not in Kuwait.
Hey.
One of the richest places in the world.
Be
I would love to do that, and I would do that in a heartbeat, and I'd probably do it for free. I would 100% go to Kuwait and entertain the Marines.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
I'd do that in a fucking heartbeat, man. I'd love to do that. We should
I'd love
go.
to do that as long as there's a first
If it's
class
for the
ticket involved
military,
and 20 grand a minimum.
Yeah, you guys are stuck out there. I would 100%.
No,
do
for
that.
reals, I'd be down.
I'd be
100%
honored.
I'd be down to do that.
I'd
for
be
the
honored
troops.
to do that shit.
And dude, I would sing every night to them.
Yep.
We're coming to America.
We're not in America
I'm sorry.
today.
We're sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm leaving back to America. You got to stay here for many years.
I know I'm out in Kuwait, so I don't consider cheating something that is bad because I'm so far away from my family now. Who is a hot chick with a gun who's got loose morals, and likes a married guy at 49 with kids. If my wife listens to this, she's gonna kick my ass. She gets.
I know you're used to
My wife will-
riding
my wife will-
camels, but how about you jump on this big old brown dick in those camos?
Anyway, sometimes my wife listens to the podcast and I'll just get a text and it says, fuck you. And she's serious. All right.
Sorry, Amanda.
Next one.
Hot chicks with guns and
Brendan
loose
and-
morals. Do you want an average white guy? 49 with kids. Let me Skype with my kids and tell them good night. And then I'm all yours.
Don't swat my dick like a sand spider. Suck on it.
49 years old and a scumbag while Brendan holds the camera. Brendan holds the camera for
I just have
for our
camo
private
on.
fantasy
Yeah.
files.
Yeah, do it.
Who's the big guy with the cauliflower ears in the corner, masturbating, holding his phone in front of his face?
I
That's
can clearly see
Brendan.
him. I can clearly see him.
Now
even
you
though
can't-
He's in all camo. Why
Look
does he
over
have
here.
night vision on?
Look over here. Look over here at my desert viper. All right. Go ahead.
Is that a big old?
I'm fucking
desert
10.
viper?
I'm 10. I'm 49 years old.
are.
I
Can I go
apologize.
now?
I'm sorry to everybody.
apologize,
Can I go
guys.
now?
Yeah.
This is what happens when me and Bryan don't see each other.
I know.
Yeah,
For
it's
2
gonna
days.
look crazy.
That's exactly right. I got to
All
work on
right.
my left hook.
Brendan and Bryan, gonna ask Napkin Girl from Oklahoma and Chicago, whatever that means,
Remember that
to
guy?
marry me.
And he came to Minnesota show.
Yeah.
Remember I held up the napkin for his girl, and then he brought his girl to the show.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
What was the question?
He's gonna ask Napkin Girl to marry him.
Woo!
He needs some creative dynamic from you guys. Can you help him out? Any advice?
I
man.
got arrested. I told my wife I got in a fight, and I had cops come to my house and arrest me. They put me in handcuffs.
They were stripper cops,
And,
though?
nope, they were. I was
You
handcuffs,
all
and
danced your dick
her
in
mom,
her
her
face?
mom and dad were coming. My parents were coming, and it was half hour before they had already landed. They're on the way, and she goes, "What's going on?" They go, "They're taking me down to San Diego. I beat this guy up, and I got to go to jail." She's like, "Oh my god!" And the guy goes through my pockets. He goes, "You have any weapons?" I go, "No." He reaches into my pocket, pulls out a ring, and he goes, "What is this?" I go, "It's a ring." And he goes, "What's this for?" I go, "I was going to tell my girl. I was going to ask my girl to marry me." And he goes, "Well, why don't you ask her?" And I'm in cuffs. And the cops held me, and I look at her. I go, she goes, "What?" And I go, "You want to marry me?" And she goes, "What? You're being arrested." And she goes, "Is this a joke?" And I was like, "Ah!" And we
That's
fucking
some
got her.
chaotic.
She was pregnant, and she fell to the ground,
and
and almost, I thought she was going to have a fucking miscarriage.
that's only Bryan Callen would do that.
She started crying.
I'm going to prison. I murdered your
I
parents.
scared the
That's
shit out of her.
I'm going to
insane.
prison. I
I
murdered
know.
your parents before they take me. Want to get married?
Now I got 2 kids because I got fucking. All right, I can't. I'm about-
What he should do is, it's tough with that marriage stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a sucker for those YouTube videos when they do the flash mobs or they do the whole choreographed thing with the families
haven't
dancing.
seen none of
Oh, I'll
those.
cry.
Oh, I love
the
that.
YouTube one where the guy he blindfolds her, he puts her in the back of her van. You look this up. It's the best marriage proposal you've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Has like 40 million
What's it
views.
called?
You look it up. I'll show it to you. I'll tell you guys too. But he sets up a van and he blindfolds his girl and he goes, "Don't say anything." Puts headphones on her. And then he plays that Bruno Mars song, "Marry Me."
Yeah.
And he has all her family and friends. They're going down the road like slow, like it's going like a mile per hour. And her friends are jumping in, doing this choreographed dance.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that gives me chill. Wait till you see this shit.
did that?
It's insane.
So there are certain things that I cry about. This is going to sound. First of all, what makes me cry harder is when soldiers come home and surprise their families.
Preach. When ESPN shows that,
I start
every
crying at that
time.
shit. I cry every time.
Every time. Me too.
And you know what else I cry at? I cry at The Voice, and I cry at So You Think You Can Dance when people kick ass.
So you think you can dance?
I watch it secretly.
Fuck you,
I watch
Bryan
it
Callen.
secretly alone.
So you think you can
Yeah,
dance?
so
You cry at
I don't
Think You
actually
Dance?
cry at that. I cry at the.
I cry at
Voice.
America's Next Talent. When those people do their jokes and Howard Stern makes fun of them, man,
I
I'll
cry
cry.
so hard. I'm
No,
so proud of you guys.
American Idol, if it's really epic, I'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
chill. There's only a few things that give me chills. Great performances,
Yeah.
music, singing,
Yeah.
certain movies,
Yeah.
and then those marriage proposals.
Yep.
Man.
What's the hardest you've ever cried at a movie? What scene?
I think I've talked about this before in that movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
When he finally makes the team
Yeah.
and has that beat up car and he calls his best friend to come help him. And his friend's like, and they're in the parking lot of the Soldier Field. And he's like, "What the fuck? When do you get this fixed? I'm sick of doing this." And then he opens the hood. He doesn't look at Mark Wahlberg. And he's like, "Well, you're good here. This is good." And he looks up because he knows why he's there. He goes, "You fucking made the team?" And he's like, "Yeah." I think it was because
incredible.
at the time I didn't make a team.
Yeah.
And I saw that movie, so I was super sad.
But
'cause
it's
I
also
wish I could
so
do that.
awesome.
But then, 2 years later, I was on The Ultimate Fighter, and I made the same call to my brother. Wow. Yes. So even now when I see it, I get emotional. Because I remember being in the Ultimate Fighter house, and, fuck, man, who knows what would happen if I didn't win those fights, especially that semifinal. Biggest fight of my life. That was the game changer because I made it to the finale, got a contract. But I remember beating him, and I didn't have a phone for basically 8 weeks. No one knew if I won or anything like that. And then the lady goes, "Here's your phone. Don't tell people the results. You'll lose your entire career if you tell people the results." Okay, cool. And my family had no idea what was going on. Called my brother first, but I didn't have the phone wouldn't come up, so I had to memorize the numbers. The only number I memorized was my brother's. Wow. So I called my brother, and my brother's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Jay, it's Brent." And he goes, "Holy fuck!" And he's like, "It's Brent," and and I'm like, "I made it." I still get chills now. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I fucking did it. I made it."
That's
Nuts.
incredible.
Nuts.
That's
It's
incredible.
cool, man.
Damn, that's amazing. I love shit like that. When I saw Officer and a Gentleman so long ago, I know, and he goes, "You can forget it." And Richard Gere goes, "Don't you do it. I got no place else to go. I got no place else to go." When he made it, he wanted to be a fighter pilot. That desperation, like you got nowhere to go. And I just
Start
have to.
crying
I
when you
have
do
to
it?
have this.
Were you by yourself?
There's certain movies like that I
Were you by
just.
yourself, though?
I was with my parents. I don't want to talk about it. Right, keep going.
Oh, man.
Keep going.
Fuck, man. That's a bummer. What else you got?
So the
Eds?
best advice for that guy is
Keep
to
going,
get
I wanna
inspiration
cry.
from YouTube wedding proposals, maybe.
Yeah, let me think on it, man. I'll come back around. Text or email me or
Alright.
Twitter me. I'll come back around. Let me
Alright.
think on it,
Me
man.
too. Me too.
Next one is from Mega Man 6980. Is Bigfoot Silva going to be cut by the UFC?
I would imagine.
I don't know.
How can you keep a guy's last 5 straight and been knocked out all 5 times? We've never had a guy like that.
Yeah.
How many times do you let him? And also, the reason he should be cut is to do him a solid. Because if you go, guess what? We got another fight for you. Here's fucking Andre Arlovsky, who's already beat him. But here's Andre Arlovsky. Here's whoever, Frank Mir, who already beat him. You know what I'm saying? Whoever he gives. Here's Barnett.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
Do him a solid and release him.
Yeah.
Because being knocked out 5 times in a row at heavyweight's not good.
I agree with you.
For sure, cut him. What else you got, Ev?
All right. This one comes from Mace209. Was it at all obnoxious hearing how Misha talked about her viewpoint about Rousey and competing in the sport compared to a male perspective? I feel like the difference is the testosterone dudes just want to fuck each other up, and the women seem to have a much more emotional aspect to it, which, let's face it, makes male sports way more entertaining.
No, I think there's nothing about Misha that's obnoxious.
So I'm only halfway through. I was listening to it on my way to Calusa Casino, which was, hey, shout out to Calusa Casino. That was an amazing event, by the way. That was fun for us. First sellout.
It was awesome. 650 people.
It was
We
amazing,
loved
man.
it.
The auditorium. Shout out to everyone who showed up.
Yep.
But so I was listening to it on that, and I didn't get through that. I don't think Misha came off at all obnoxious or anything like that. If anything, she came off.
She's a
She was talking
class
about her
act.
grandpa who didn't really appreciate her for being a fighter, and then he passed away,
Yeah.
but then was kind of into it. And so I haven't gotten there yet, but I don't see that. The women, see, if anyone's fighting emotional or trying to fuck each other up, it would be the women scrap because they have to prove why they are there. That's why they fight with every inch and scratch for every inch, nail, everything.
Yeah.
Because they feel like they have to prove to everyone they deserve to be there on these huge stages.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I believe the women's fights are so good.
I agree. I think it's enormously entertaining. I'm vested
It
in.
depends on who's fighting.
Yes, I'm vested
if it's not-
emotionally in people like Holly Holm and Misha Tate. I really like them as people. I think they're great. I've never met them, but I really appreciate. I think they're very classy. I think they're great competitors. And what Misha did with Holly was unbelievable. So
I think Misha's the best thing that happened in women's sports since Ronda's rise.
I agree.
And I also think there's nothing worse in this world than 2 women going to decision in a boring fight.
Yeah.
I'd rather be put down like a sad dog.
Did either of you happen to see the Angela Lee fight this
You're
weekend?
talking about the knee to the gut?
No, the Angela Lee fights for ONE FC.
Oh, she knocked out.
Little Asian girl that fights in ONE FC.
Oh no.
No, never heard of her?
Uh,
Yeah, it's, obviously it's an Asian fight organization.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe fight of the year. Maybe best fight
What?
I've seen this whole year. It was fucking wild.
5 rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't watch it.
5 rounds, unbelievable transitions, crazy grappling.
How much
shit.
do they weigh?
It was awesome. They're atom weight, so it was like 10. What is atom weight? 105?
Oh, no, I don't
They're
watch
small,
it.
but it was a
I don't
dope
watch
fight.
anything
I'll
under
watch it.
125.
Cutie pies.
Yeah, regardless, the full fight's on YouTube. You can
Oh, hold on. Invicta, or what was it?
ONE FC.
ONE FC was in Japan?
Yeah.
Goes all
Or
5 rounds?
Singapore, I think.
It goes all 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Oh, and they're 105 pounds?
Trust me, I know. I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing.
I can't do it.
I thought
That's
the same
so
thing.
mean.
I get it, man. Thought
No,
the same thing. It was sick.
I heard it's great. I'll watch it.
On the 7th of Never? You got that?
yeah,
You got that
I'll
time?
figure
I'm
it out.
definitely gonna watch it actually.
No, we should check that out. I'm just
All right,
kidding.
you
I'm
wanna
sure
do
it's a
one
great
more?
fight. Just trying
So
to fuck around.
obnoxious.
Yeah, one more fight. One more
It's
fight.
so obnoxious.
Okay.
The worst.
Oh my god.
Like when you told me to go to Italy with you and your wife. Oh, bro.
Oh, Italy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you got?
All right, last one. This one's from Tyler Visagi. Does Connor's UFC contract allow for him to fight in boxing, or does he have to get approval like you did for BJJ? Hashtag shop shutdown.
Oh, that shop shutdown was classic. And by classic, I mean complete nightmare. Listen, he does have to get sign off from Dana White. There's no way in hell that Dana would let him. Well, there's no way he could fight without the UFC's permission because he is under contract. So anyone out there who goes, oh, Conor should start his own organization or Conor should go fight for Bellator, please educate yourselves. Contracts don't work that way. The UFC would not get as far as they are if they did allow people to jump around like that. So with him fighting Mayweather, I think it would draw so many eyeballs, Dana would check off on it and let him go do that. Boom. End of story. Bryan the Kid Callen has to go box. He's anxiously waiting. He's
We're all
biting
good.
his nails. Boom. Great questions. Hey, you Fighting the Kid, Indian tribe, whatever you want to call them, squad, Fighting the Kid Army squad, blah, blah, blah. We are in
Nashville. We're
at the
in
Vince Vaughn Comedy
New
Tour.
York City.
Well, 5/17, we're in Nashville. That's this month coming up. That's
Almost
next
sold
week.
out in Nashville.
Next Tuesday, we're almost sold out.
Sold out in New York.
New York City, sold out.
We got Boston, Wilbur Theater.
Boston, Wilbur Theater. Let's sell this bitch out. We're about 400 short from a sellout. 400.
That's a big
400 from a
it's
sellout.
A big theater.
It'd be the biggest theater of all time. Tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their girlfriends to tell their girlfriends.
Don't come.
And come.
If you hate laughing for an hour and a half straight, don't come. It's fine.
Hey,
if
don't
you hate
come
meeting
if-
us, touching us.
I agree. We
Getting
will do
hugged,
whatever
getting
you want.
kissed, whatever you want. If you hate doing massive amounts of blow and molly with us
Afterwards.
right there,
With free Fighting
right
Kid
there.
t-shirts.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
And
then,
guess what?
What?
If you don't want to get your fucking Boston face melted off by Bryan Callen and Brendan Schaub, don't come.
Don't come, man.
Don't come.
Don't come.
Hey, if
Don't
you
come.
hate the Boston Red Sox,
yeah.
don't
I
come.
guess don't come.
because if you love the Boston
we
Red
love the
Sox, you should come because we
love
the
the
Sox. Oh, and the Fighting the Kid Boston tour shirt, Boston Red Sox
Yeah.
theme. It's
Yeah.
sick.
I'm
You're gonna
wearing
dig
red
it.
socks for the show.
I'm gonna fucking dress. I'm gonna dress like fucking Ted Williams just for this show.
Me too, and I'm gonna get a tattoo of Ted Williams.
Oh, we're both
Otherwise
getting
known
matching
as
tattoos.
you know what they called him?
Teddy.
The Kid.
Ted.
They called
Kid
Ted Williams the Kid.
That makes sense.
All right.
So Nashville almost sold out. New York City sold out. Boston, let's sell that bitch out.
Then
We're
we
at
come
the
down to
Wilbur
Philly,
Theater.
Trocadero.
Then we in Philly, baby.
Amazing city.
The city of Vince Papale.
The city of brotherly
The
love.
Vince Papale
Philadelphia.
Theater.
We are almost sold out at the Trocadero too.
We're getting close. tfatk.com East Coast tour. We're not touring for a little bit after this, so come on out.
Come on down.
tfatk.com.
Go ahead, Brendan. Close.
This is the Fighter and the motherfucking Kid. We're out.